I need both hands to handle this beast.
Same thing your girl said.
Wow. Are we going to be on that all night, Bobby? Really?
Same thing.
Same thing your girl said.
Damn, wow.
SCU. You are now listening to Shoutouts. Uncut. Prepare to be shattered with your hosts, Matt Baldwin, Skullface, Greg for Mercy, Oscar NJ Boy, T2RX6, Mega 81. Welcome to Shoutouts.
Good evening, everybody. How does Oscar do this shit every fucking week? It's hard. Good evening, everybody. This is Skullface here with Shoutouts Uncut, and we are hostless tonight, so I'm filling in as I can. First and foremost, want to congratulate our brother Oscar, who fucking went and tied the knot this past weekend, and he's on his honeymoon, so therefore couldn't be with us tonight. He's already hit us up in the chat, and he's very upset he couldn't make it. But we're going to do the best that we can without him, which is piss poor.
I just want to say, dude's been in the chat way too much for a guy who's
Yeah.
on the Get off the internet, Oscar. I know you're listening to this before you're home. Get off the internet.
I fucking told him. I was like, dude, go to your honeymoon. But anyway, we are in. Let me see if I can do my best, Oscar. Okay. And it's episode 25, which means we just got out of college with a business degree, and we can't find a job anywhere, so we are applying at the local McDonald's. With us tonight is our favorite internet troll, the one, the only, my cuddle bear, and yours, Greg for Mercy.
You pale in comparison to Oscar.
I know. God damn it, I'm trying.
Jesus Christ. It's not enough plantains in your diet.
Also with us tonight, a good friend of mine in real life, which is nice, is Mr. T2RX6.
Well, fuck you.
on?
Well, you haven't met me in real life yet. We'll be friends in real life after October.
And you and Matt, you'll be something entirely different. If you know what I'm saying.
That's gross.
That's
God damn it.
That's gross.
Speaking of gross, and the figures that he likes are as such.
Yeah.
Always with us, as always, the Hasbro fanboy, Mr. Deluxe.
Man, are y'all not excited for tomorrow? Oh, I'm just fucking boner happy.
And
Hell, that was a bro.
last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have a special guest. We have done time with him on other shows elsewhere, and now we are welcoming him at the fucking cool table. Mr. Rave 9, Xavier, how are you tonight, sir?
Alrighty.
Did he ditch us already?
He already did. He's like, fuck this shit.
I guess he's not used to being referred to as a cool kid.
There we go. My
There he is.
literally died as you were fucking talking to me. It fucking, I kid you not, you're introducing me and I'm like, okay, this is it. Yeah.
So how are you tonight, Xavier?
Hey, fucking great to be here on the other side of the train tracks where the grass is just a little bit greener with the fucking crew.
Attaboy.
Just a little bit more insaner.
Be
So-
careful that some people are known to carry shanks around here, Greg.
That is true. So before we get into, it's the BOTCON week, so we've got tons of shit to get into. We're not going to have a big discussion this week. We have a little discussion. We're not going to have any questions this week because we just know there's tons of shit to go through. But before we did anybody get anything besides fucking Matt, who got the goddamn world? I just saw a picture of it on Facebook.
I got a world too, so I don't know.
Yeah, he
Go
got
ahead.
a pile of loot too.
Uh-huh. I got, let's see, Scoria, and I got Citizen Stack, and I got the 4, what are their names? Swerve, Cosmos, Shrapnel, and Tailgate. What else did I get? I got some Impossible to Love toys. We always love those. The TFCC Scorponok, that's here. And those are the standouts. I can't think of other things. Lots of G.I. Joes. A ridiculous amount of G.I. Joes.
Nice. Any super noteworthy?
My personal favorite of the lot is the figure subscription service Slice. One of the ninjas, the late era
I've seen
ninjas.
that one.
Yeah. So I was excited to get him.
Nice. We're gonna save him for later. Greg, what'd you get?
I got that Dr. Wu rainstorm kit for Springer. I finally broke down. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
What else did I get? Fuck, I'm blanking. I got Heavy Noisy today.
Nice.
I'm tanking him up right now, so we'll see how that goes. He's all right. He's all right. And I think that's it. I don't think I got anything else. It's been a slow
Xavier,
week.
did you pull in anything this week, Xavier?
I did. As a matter of fact, I pulled down everything from BOTCON.
No shit.
Yeah,
he
I
did
got
go to
everything.
BOTCON. Yeah.
I didn't go to BOTCON, but I
Oh, I
wanted
thought
to
you did. My bad.
No, I just wanted to get Fire Guts Jinrai, and I wanted to get the Scorponok. But the price alone for those two figures were just fucking ridiculous. Like, they were 200, 150 each. And someone on eBay had, like, the entire set of the box set for 400, and they had the souvenir sets, which had Pounce and Wingspan, which I thought were pretty cool, for 450 with all the other souvenir sets. And someone wanted $250 alone just for Pounce and Wingspan. So I said, fuck that. I can just get everything right now for the cheaper. So I dropped it all for the BotCon set.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, ironically, I'm supposed to sell Xavier a box, and I haven't heard anything for a while. I guess that buddy's gone. Just saying.
Hey, you never got back to me on that shit. It was just like, yeah, I'll get back to you on the price and everything. And then, like, we was like, okay, cool. When do I send it? Like, it's no big hurry. And we're like, okay.
Fight.
I'll save that for other shows.
And go ahead, Matt. Have your moment in the sun.
Yeah. I got those four, the four little legends, Cosmos and everything. Let's open them up. I'm messing with them. I also got Scoria. I got Mania
party.
King.
Hail third party.
I got... what?
Nothing? Keep going.
I got Mania King. I got the Blaster also from there. I got the Infiltrator Starscream, the clear Starscream from is it Fall Cybertron? Whichever one of them games, War Cybertron. God, what else did I get? Shit. I got the Starscream, the Takara Starscream. That's the Dark of the Moon Starscream one, but they took off the tattoos and shit. And I got, oh god, that fucking Tetradret Starscream. Okay. And I got the Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel Legends. I got all of them to make Groot. Nice. And that's it. Oh, I got Slash and a Drift.
Nice.
Also yesterday for a little mini haul. So
really, kind of
a lot of people. I like Slash. Everybody's dogging Slash. I really like him. Other than the colors are kind of freaky looking. But I like where the weapons store and Drift. I really like Drift in car mode and robot mode, and I was really happy to pick them up for about 15 each. So that's all I got.
I got a little bit of a story, and I'll keep it short. But so I've been getting into the Marvel Legends a little bit recently, and I was I was born in the 80s, but I'm a product of the 90s, so to speak. And so I was around for the Image burst on the comic scene. And as you may or may not know, Marvel Legends did like a wave or two of Image characters. So because nobody gives a shit about those characters anymore, they go for really cheap. So I was watching this figure named Stryker on eBay, and I wanted him. He's from Cyberforce, a Mark Silvestri book. And so it was like $4 or something. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to bid 76 is my change. I always bid 76 and change. So I wanted to bid $10.76. I ended up bidding $1,076.
Holy shit.
Shit.
And I was like, fuck. And then I'm like watching it, and then it's like, it goes like 10, 15, 20, and I'm like, oh, you fuck. And then it eventually died out at like 22. So thank God. I was like, my wife knew something was wrong. She was like, what's going on? I was like, nothing. And then after it was over, I told her, and she was mad even though nothing really came of it. I was like, I could have just fucking not told you. Whatever. So All right, without further ado, let's get into the show. Before we get into the BotCon stuff.
Wait, I got one thing. I got Airburst too. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Go on.
Before we get into the show, we got one thing to cover, and that is Transformers 5 has officially been confirmed for 2016.
Who didn't see that one coming?
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a trilogy too, even though this film is getting shit reviews.
No, they all get shit reviews. And everybody's going to go see them.
Yeah, it'll bring in money.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think they should just call the next one More Robots, More Mayhem and be done with it.
Did you see the one teaser they put out commercial, like 30-second spot, where it had a snippet of someone's random review that said amazingly awesome, and that was it? That was the only praise the movie got.
No, I didn't see
No.
Yeah.
Huh.
They were probably being like, it felt amazingly awesome to get up after the movie was over, but they're like, yes, amazingly awesome, throw it out there.
That shit, they already done the pre-orders for tickets. They said it's going to make over $100 million already. So
I'm going to see it. I'm seeing it tomorrow. It's going to be my first movie premiere.
Bobby knows. I've been talking to him. Like, I just have to know. Like, I can't. It's not like this. I'm spoiling it for myself because I know I'm going to hate it. But I've been keeping up on the spoilers and, like, the happenings of the movie. And, like, I've been telling Bobby some of them because they're so ridiculous. Like, I've been posting them online, and people think I'm joking. That's when you know the movie's going to be bad. I'm like, this is how the Dinobots come around. And they're like, yeah, whatever.
Hey, Bobby, I want you to tell the JQ story. Because, you know, that little tin of excitement you got was taken away.
Yeah. Well, this morning, like, I'm getting off work. I'm coming home, and I checked my Facebook when I got in the door. And I saw that there was a thing on my news feed that said Galvatron Talks with a YouTube link. And I was like, oh, shit. So I clicked that, and it has like a 11-second clip where Prime says something to Galvatron, Galvatron says something to Prime. And I was like, for a second, I was like, you know what? Maybe. Just maybe, god damn it, this fucking thing is gonna be all right. So I was like, Jaina, Galvatron Talks, you want to hear him? She was like, yeah. And so like I sat down next to her, I got it queued up, I put my arm around her, no bullshit, hit play with my left hand, we're watching it together, the clip plays, and she just looks at me and goes, well, that doesn't look like Galvatron. And I was like, you're right, never mind. So anyway,
it's gonna be awesome.
It sucks though because that was kind of the most like gangster thing he possibly could say.
Yeah,
like that was pretty badass. If that's the highlight of the movie, I'll walk away happy.
I won't, but
well, I'm trying to have.
I can imagine that would be the highlight of the movie though. But I am gonna see it tomorrow, and you know we'll definitely talk about it next week on the show. So whatever.
We'll have to do a special.
Maybe.
Hey, Bobby.
So, BotCon this past weekend. You know, people are calling it the year of Hasbro. You know, deluxe included. And we've got a little bit of bullshit to get through before we get to the meat and potatoes. But let's just start real quick with the one-step figures. And this looks like more bullshit. This
will take me at least one step to get past them when I'm walking down the aisle. So, aptly named.
Does anybody have really anything they want to talk about with this?
Why do they exist?
I like the deco on Prowl.
The wolf's name is Steeljaw, so we've got that bit of mythology that we trampled over already.
I got one of them. I bought actually. It was my first one I bought from the movie was Grimlock, and yeah, you know they're good for kids, but yeah.
Why did you buy
that? It's a pass. It was my first. I couldn't find them around here, and Kroger put out a couple things, and that was the only thing. And my wife picked it up for me, so I thought it was really nice, you know. And you know, so I'm keeping it for sentimental reasons, you know.
You know,
my wife picks out stuff. She, you know, I usually keep it. You know, she goes out and looks out for me sometimes. So,
but you wouldn't have bought it yourself.
Nah, probably not. I've passed all the only thing I'm getting on the movie stuff really is the deluxe and Voyagers and the later classes. That's all I've got.
You get to keep your card.
Regardless of what Matt thinks, you know, when he says like it's all right, I just can't. I love the accent. I just can't. You know, can't shy away from it. It's all right.
Damn it,
it's all right.
But every year they try to fucking swindle us with one step changer lines. Like these aren't even as fucking like diverse as a fucking bot shot. Bot shots at least were like, we're a game. What the fuck?
Yeah, this is like I get it, but like for kids but this is
the shampoo bottle things are killing me. They're every fucking where.
I can't even
the big ones, the bigger ones. They got bigger ones. They're like fucking liter class ones. I'm like, why do you need a liter class shampoo bottle? And then you got the smaller ones, and you got the smaller ones. I'm like, what the fuck?
My man said the smaller ones.
Sorry.
But my question is, like, I wish I could see the numbers on how these fucking things are doing. That they would say, you know what? You know what we need? We need like 8 more.
Hey, you know who really likes these, don't you?
I do. And
a friend of the show.
Rob Springer, I love you, buddy.
Rob
but I
Springer.
don't fucking get it, dude.
You know,
I do not fucking get it.
Honestly, this is the type of thing, though, that if I got them all and put it on YouTube, I imagine it would make a lot of views.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
But, on the same hand, like, I'm not getting them. I don't know. I could be convinced for Prowl just because I like police cars. But, other than that, it's like, pass.
Also,
I will say,
go ahead.
And I said this the other day, I did see the lockdown one, and it does look pretty good in bot mode.
Oh
but the only reason I say that is because I'm comparing it to the deluxe, which is the one that actually transforms.
Now the Grimlock I got was not. It's not the worst thing I've ever bought in my life. I just got
You get the little one.
Hell no, it's not the worst thing you ever bought, Matt. You buy shit.
Yeah, that Tetrajet that I fucking got. That's the worst fucking thing, and that's a third party shit. Okay, that Grimlock fucking puts that shit to shame. Like I said, I spent $20 on that shit, and I feel like I got raped in the ass.
They're about the same. Actually, my Tetrajet stays together a bit better. But yeah, I hear you. I do hear you.
Yeah.
But yeah, but in all fairness, speaking of Rob Springer, that dude does have definitely an eclectic taste when it comes to fucking toys.
Yes.
He gets pumped about some left field shit. But more power to him.
Awesome.
He's a cool dude. I didn't have him pegged as a cool dude initially, but he ended up being a really cool dude.
I bet he always has.
Shout out to RFC and shout out to GMC too. We got a GMC co-host here on tonight.
You have 2 actually.
Yeah. No, he's not on the fucking song, dude. So anyway.
Oh fuck! Shots fired.
They're like, no, what the fuck you talking about?
And then next in the batch of what is awesome, we have the Extinction Power Battlers.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that's for.
I don't even know what this is.
Where's Wave 1 and 2?
Are they fucking like? Okay, these punch, right? Is that it? They punch each other? It's like talking robots?
It's like Rock Talking Robots. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Is that what them are?
No, I think the Power Battlers are like basically you click something and they flip change somehow.
Oh, yeah, the movie. Last movie had them too. I have a Bumblebee of one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Which sucks that the waste management truck is part of this line, but I'll probably still get that because freaking dump truck. Or trash truck, I should say. So,
Shout out to Oscar.
Yeah. And I see Snarl in here, and I don't know if anybody heard this, kind of a side topic, but apparently Snarl was referred to at BOTCON as an off-camera character.
Really?
Yeah.
Like you hear him shouting, "Hey, I'm over here and I got someone."
Guys, I'm in the movie.
Yeah.
Guys.
Selfie time.
Michael, pan to the left. Pan to the left.
But I don't. Is there Wave 1 and 2 out right now of these things? I don't know if I've seen them.
I don't know. They say Transformer fans don't read. What does it say up top? We have our first look at the Rally Fighter as a Viacon. So that's the big news. Yes. Greg, how many of these are you gonna grab?
Well, I've already got Wave 1 and 2. I got them off at eBay. Our buddy Lena. You know what though? I mean, everything's got its place.
Yeah.
So some kid's gonna love these before he kills his parents at Christmas. Some adults are gonna love them too.
Yeah.
As they kill their
kids. But whatever. I'm over all the movie toys, so I don't really care. I mean, I sold my Dinobots. I got 5 in and was like, fuck it. I have no stake in these.
That hurts my soul.
And as far as spoilers, as far as Slag, is that Snarl being an off-camera character? Like, there's only so much you can do in the time constraints that the Dinobots get. So, There's only so much screen time.
Wait. Let me ask. Do they have as much screen time as Godzilla did?
You mean? We'll talk later. I don't want to spoil it for anybody because there's like the one guy that slipped through our filter that's like banging on his desk right now, like, yeah, spoilers. He's right.
The movie's gonna be over anyways.
The good news is this won't air till Friday.
Yeah,
so you've had.
Yeah, I would say as much as.
Yeah, but don't spoil it for me, fucktard.
I would say as much as Godzilla, the climactic battle kind of deal, and I don't know. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be any good. Matt, you're going to be pretty happy, I think, about a couple of aspects that I told you were fucking wrong on. But
you'd love to tell me I'm fucking wrong too, Greg.
It was so ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. I didn't think that Michael Bay would do it, and I think Michael Bay's going to do it.
Well, you can't think that way. You know Michael Bay's going to do it. Have you seen the Turtles fucking trailer? Holy shit!
Yeah, I actually think that looks not terrible.
What? Have you seen the newest one?
Yeah.
Them talking and shit?
Yeah.
The one with dubstep?
God damn.
The one with the Shredder dubstep intro?
Probably.
Good luck with that one.
I like the turtle banter. Like when they're like talking shit amongst themselves.
They're ninjas. I don't know. I'm talking to Whoopi Goldberg. Shut the fuck up.
Matt, you got some pretty high standards for a guy that likes the first 3 Transformer movies.
Oh god, I jerk off to them. I'm not a big Turtles fan, so that's I was out of toys by that time, so I really didn't care for Turtles.
I love the Turtles, dude. They occupied the top bunk of my bunk bed. Like no one was allowed to go up there because that was my shrine to the Turtles.
Oh no, there's hardcore. I mean, they're hardcore people. Turtle fans, just like hardcore Transformer. I understand that. I like them better than the Power Rangers. I will never watch Power Ranger shit, but I will fucking. I'm just not a big Turtle fan. But I have seen the toys out in Walmart and stuff. They look.
Matt, do you hate Asians?
I love how he's like, I will never. I like it. Never ever.
Ever. Ever.
If I win the race, Ricky Bobby, I can stop right now. If you just kiss me on the lips, I will go back to France. The answer is never. Never, ever.
I just want to say, I thought Xavier was going to be the only one getting death threats, but after the Power Rangers comment, I think we'll change our names.
Xavier maybe end up a permanent co-host here if someone like stabs Matt,
Matt
right.
Missing.
I have guns, man.
You may have guns, but you can't always be watching your back. And next thing you know, people are gonna find you dead, naked, and like a turtle shell just carved into your back.
Well, that's gonna be Greg probably.
Yeah, probably.
He wants to see me
Do I
naked for some
smell
reason.
pretzels? And then all of a sudden it's gonna be over.
Last words. Oh,
Does anybody get any battle figures? No.
Age of Extinction Platinum Edition sets.
I might be on board for these.
Shell out the money for the Takara Prime, right? That's the only good news of this.
Yeah, I might get on this one. I don't know. Matter time it's going to be.
Yeah, the Platinum sets. Toys R Us exclusive though, so if they're going to come out specifically with Toys R Us, then you're never ever going to see them except for on eBay or somewhere else. You will never see them. Okay,
Bobby or I get you one because our platinum sets are shelf warming.
Yeah, you'll see these. I think you'll see these.
Oh yeah,
but,
that's
it's
right.
Just the price, right? I mean, they're going to be like 120 probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be expensive.
Especially, well, I guess that 5-pack, yeah. But I know for sure the Starscream's the only one I ever see.
I can tell you for sure that this crankcase would have been purchased if they had his hand still in black with the big long finger, and then painted just the finger bright blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's an Energon scalpel right between his two fingers.
Exactly.
Does anybody have that one, the variant? I have the one with the middle finger.
I do. I was selling them all, and I was like, can't get rid of this guy. Just having a Decepticon that flips people off. That is Dark of the Moon in one sentence, I guess.
Mm-hmm. That's all Michael Bay right there. Yeah, I'm on board for this. I don't know. I know I'll be able to find it, but God, it's going to be like $120.
God,
you know what would have been even better is if like that one Dread came with like packaged and the image from the highway chase from like the island was behind it, but inside was like instructions for how to transform like whatever one of the characters' name was from like Pain and Gain. He was like, yeah, this is the Rock from the Pain and Gain, some shit.
Nice.
Did I don't know, man. I don't know. Greg, it's just, this is just shit. You know what I mean? Like it's like first of all, like, why is the paint on this Grimlock? You know, this would have been the Grimlock I would have wanted. Like, if I was heavy into this line, like, I would be a pissed off fan right now. You know, like, because this Grimlock, it looks like a legit character, whereas the other one kind of looks like it like marched out of a coloring book. You know, this one looks like it belongs in that Bayverse.
The first Grimlock looked like he got Pimp My Ride.
Yeah.
The black one, right? That's what you're talking about.
This one on here, that's like it's got the gold head,
teal or something.
It's got some green going on and some like teal going on, and
he's a bit more like the muted colors you're seeing in the movie, right?
Yeah.
Still the shiny, like I said, Pimp My Ride stuff.
You know, I don't know, man.
I heard you want a Grimlock, dog.
Nice. If I was a guy like Deluxe that like spent money on this type of stuff, like I would be really, you know, offended almost.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, on the positive note, it's the Grimlock that is considered the crappier of the Grimlock. So, you know.
Oh, is it?
There's always hope for that Voyager one with the better arms and everything.
Okay.
So.
You know, I think this paint scheme, if I'm remembering correctly, was based on the Takara Tomy Black Knight Grimlock, is what they're calling it. Like, they did repaint it, and they just didn't call it Grimlock. They called it Black Knight Grimlock.
I can't wait till they start like calling it by the real names. Like, we didn't really care to paint this Optimus, you know, instead of Silver Knight Optimus. We could save money by not doing anything Optimus.
And hey, and if everybody bitching about not getting that Skids mode, you can always get this one
and
Lucky?
Be equally disappointed.
Lucky?
Yeah, I'm lucky.
All right, let's move on to the more important topics of the reveals. RC and Chromia.
Oh, sexy.
I could not believe that Chromia is a retool of Prime RC. I didn't even realize that until other people started saying it. Like, that's how different this toy looks. And if Hasbro wants to do this for when they want to like redo figures, I am all for it. That's fantastic.
Absolutely.
So
I still fucking can't dig that Chromia. Just the wheels are just way too fucking much for me, though.
It's the wheels that bother you. See, the thing that bothers me about it is all that shit hanging off her back.
yeah, it's gonna be tough to get her to stand. That's for sure.
You know, always talking about the back shit, man. Come on, goddamn. Where you gotta fucking put it at?
Some guys like a girl with a fucking big back. But
Look, Matt's standards, right? Because of what he's used to, are so like tainted that he's like no, it's the parts of a vehicle. Where are you gonna put it? You can't fold it up. You can't just fold it up into the robot. Shit's got to be hanging off of something.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fat bitch. That's what it's gonna be.
Matt likes to take the fat bitches with the stuff hanging off their back, and he just lays them on their back, and he doesn't discriminate. You know, he's a good guy.
Well, here's the thing, like Prime RC doesn't have all that shit hanging off her back.
Yeah, but Prime RC doesn't have an enclosed looking motorcycle thing.
Right. I get that. I understand that. I'm just saying, like, you know, in regards to Matt's, where are you gonna put it?
I don't know. I'm gonna take Matt's side on this because my favorite of all. Yeah, I'm taking Matt's side because my favorite of all Transformers is G1, and there's so much crap hanging off their back at all times that, like, whatever.
See.
Meanwhile, Generations Rhinox hated that shit. Why couldn't they find a way to fold that shit up?
Well, that's because I didn't feel that was an improvement. Yeah. No, I mean, I understand what you're saying when you make that argument, but I still think that, like, the engineering here is better. But, you know, and, like, the other thing, like, Scoria, there is so much crap hanging off his back, too, and if I were to ding this for the same thing, like, then it's kind of hypocritical to be like, but Scoria's freaking awesome, you should get him, and ignore the Dinobot panels hanging all over him. You know, that's not important.
Well,
I mean, it's not. Plus, it's only $15, so.
Yeah. See, I hear you, but that's kind of where I.
I mean, I'm not saying just because it's $15. I think it's a nice mold. Like I said, it's a retool, and Chromia looks fucking sweet. I love how she's holding the guns and everything. And RC just, it's been a time coming. 30 years now. We finally get the RC, which I don't know why it took so long to do this, but I mean, the only thing that's really going to bother me, they're going to be small. I mean, these they look really small deluxes.
They do.
So
They do.
that's the only thing that's going to be really kind of shitty. But as far as anything else, I think they're perfect.
And I feel like RC, the reaction overall has been kind of split. Like,
I don't get that, because it's like, here is the G1 RC everybody's been clamoring for, and they're like, it looks too much like the third parties. I'm like,
what?
But RC has all that crap hanging off her back in the TV show. Like, that is what RC looks like.
She had those twin nacelles. I remember that.
Yeah.
And that was even preserved in the animated figure. And people are like, isn't that kitsch?
Yeah.
Like, what do you fucking want? You fucking nerds. I mean, goddamn.
I don't know. I kind of, I gotta admit, I kind of sympathize with them a bit, because I understand what you're saying, what all of you are saying. I get it. However, I am in an era where I'm spoiled. I guess I'm used to better. I don't want a ton of shit hanging off her back. And the shit that's hanging off RC's back, although I do think she's a good looking figure, I am gonna get her, if nothing else, and for the novelty of it. I do feel like, god damn, like it looks like the car is like, it looks like a one-step changer. Like, like you just fold her legs up and lay her down. I
said this once before, and I don't want to repeat myself, but this actually looks like the fucking better Crosshairs figure if you painted it green. Like, that shit hanging off the back looks like a much better version of a duster coat.
Yeah, I do agree that it is a much better rendition, like a effort. But I can see how people are like, 30 years, I kind of wanted this thing to be.
Yeah. I'm just glad they didn't give her heels. I'm sick of the heels thing. I know she's a girl and everything, but I'm glad that she has fucking flat feet, and I don't have to try to fucking pose her in a fucked up way just to get her to stand upright.
Like, I wanted a Hasbro RC that I could have been like, oh yeah, no brainer. I'm definitely, like, third party isn't an option for this size RC. And I kind of feel like third party's still an option. Like the Azalea or whatever, all that shit's still on the table as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Aside from the hood part of the car that I think they could have done better with, I don't really see how you would improve upon this personally. Like,
I would imagine it's a hood. Like, the whole thing is a hood that's hanging off her back like a flap. Like, if you wanted to split it and have it hang down the sides or something, that would be better, but I think that's too much of their budget. You
could have put it like on two ball joints, split it so it rotates up and hides on the parts of her back that are supposed to stick up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I kind of feel like even though I think Azalea or whatever is far from perfect as well, I kind of feel like they did a better job with the back kibble.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think for the $10-12 price point, though, I think this is a very strong representation of RC. If you're not willing to get Azalea and stuff like that,
you absolutely cannot lose with this one. It looks great from the front. From what I'm seeing of the back, that looks amazing too. It's just that one thing of car hood. It's like, well, what are you gonna do?
I would say it is a strong effort. I would agree with that sentiment.
And there's always a chance that Hasbro will put out another one 10 years later.
Greg, put Brawl down.
Sorry.
What do you have? What are your thoughts on this?
No, that was his dick.
That's what I call it.
Well, I always like to wait till last so I don't feel like I'm stepping on anybody's toes.
Oh God. Boo-hoo.
All right there, you right there, Matt?
I'm good. I'm good, sexy.
You done?
I'm good, sexy. I'm sorry, my bad. Love you.
I love you too. Not as much as I'm gonna love you in fucking October. That's gonna be pure hate. Anyway, yeah, you're gay. You're gonna be gay. Hey, nothing gay about getting your dick sucked. So,
wow.
It's all right. I already told you I like it. I'm gonna buy one. If nothing else, to keep it on card in case I ever get a chance to get Susan Blue's autograph.
Right.
Being the first official RC G1. But
Yeah.
I'm still going to get the MMC. I'm still going to get it.
All right.
I actually, for the MMC, I've been thinking about it, and I'm not going to get the RC version, but just like I did with the Perfect Effect, where I got their Chromia instead of RC, I will pick up the, whatever they're calling it, the Titan Queen, or whatever. So the one, the Predacon colored one. I'll get that one.
Queen?
Yeah, Feral
Really?
Queen. Yeah,
No,
I'll
but
get
they're
that.
making. But they're making.
They're making Chromium, Moonrig. They're making like the whole crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're making a Solus Prime apparently out of it too.
At least right now, of what I've seen, I will pick up the Feral Queen, because it's an interesting repaint that lets me get the mold. So.
I hear you.
Alright. Okay. Next, leader
Yes.
class Megatrons.
This
I
is
like-
the one that I expected more people to be on the fence for. I hear a lot of people who love the G1, and I can't do it. I don't know. I
People
like
are
that.
desperate.
I like the Armada one so much better.
No, I did too. I'm
I do
exactly the same mindset as you. It's Armada Galvatron who should be the tank. Megatron G1 should be anything but.
Well, I can see
Well,
why they
like
did the
what,
tank.
though?
I understand that,
Right.
but I feel like everything about the tank doesn't work for the G1 as well as it does for the Armada Megatron. Like,
Yeah.
maybe if they had some different colors, like, why isn't this tank have some black on it? So his legs have that black like the grip of the gun had. Like, where is that? Why is it all just the silver, you know?
Well, they're just, you know what they're going to do? They're just going to paint this one green, and he's going to be G2.
Oh, I'm sure they
Oh,
will.
of course.
And that, I mean, maybe that will be a better suit for this. But I mean, what are you going to make Megatron? Like I said, I wish he would be a gun. That's not going to happen. But I do like the Armada one a whole lot. I mean, I like Armada line pretty well. I mean, it's a pretty good line. But I like this one too. I mean, everybody's grappling about the legs and everything. I don't find anything wrong with the legs. I mean,
I hate the legs.
Yeah, I do too.
My thing is, I'm okay with my G1 Megatron turning into a tank. Like I've kind of come to terms with it. That it's the
It's
the
not
nature of the
gonna
beast.
happen, yeah.
Every time some
Right.
fucking middle schooler gets upset with his goddamn life and goes to school and fucking kills 30 fucking people, because mom wouldn't let him have a Facebook account, then we can't have fucking Transformers that turn into guns. I get it, but if it does turn into a tank, give me the fucking proper robot mode. Give me the robot mode that looks like he could turn into a gun. Give me the robot mode that looks like he did walk out of the G1 cartoon. Give me that mode. And this is not that. This is something else.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, if you made this
I was
tank,
talking.
Well-
I'm on the same page as you. I'm talking to.
no, I realize. I'm just saying, like, if you look at this tank, if you look at the tank mode of this, you can see the two different colors around the treads, right?
Right.
And I'm pretty sure the back treads are his feet. And it looks like the front set of the tank is probably hanging off his back somewhere. That's what I'm guessing. So if you made the entire base of the tank like a black color, so it actually turned his legs that black color that is, what Megatron's known for, those black legs, Like, so he would have a black flap hanging off the back, but that would look way better than what we have going on with this weird silver legs. And
well, I mean, they were going for the G1 stuff. I mean, he transformed. He looked like he just transformed like the G2 tank. Exactly. The back legs will flip off, and
For
his
anybody
arms
that
are
got lost in Justin's little speech there, Justin, what's your degree in?
mechanical engineer.
Okay. My
Ooh,
friends are
suckers.
smarter. My friends are smarter than your friends. So yeah, because I zoned out about halfway through when you were like, well, if you obviously see you can compartmentalize, turn this around, this. I'm like, yeah, oh yeah.
Right. Well, the point of it is that Megatron has black legs because he's a gun, and you could have made the bottom half of the tank black with a silver turret and had a Megatron with black legs, which would more closely mimic the gun.
There's that simple speak.
So
Yeah.
Much more my speed.
there you go.
Mercy.
I'm disappointed. Well, all right. I actually like the Armada better, and wouldn't usually say I like an Armada toy or Armada homage better. But I was expecting this to be IDW, not some half-ass G1, G2, fucking whatever.
That's actually a really
conglomeration, or amalgamation was the word I was looking for. But I don't know. We'll see.
Because
We'll see what the actual foil looks like.
the IDW tank Megatron is more G1 than this Megatron.
Yeah. It even has that swirl design. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like they make it look like G1 Megatron.
Like,
but we'll see. There's always that third party one coming out. So
and that's one thing to point out to anybody out there. Like, if you want a tank Megatron, I think that whatever version it is that's coming out makes a better looking tank and a better Megatron. And if this is your typical leader price, I don't know, like you're already maybe halfway there on that Megatron. So I would consider that before I would just throw the money at this. It's not a quick, $10 whatever. I bought it out on a whim purchase, in my opinion.
It's just like that Evasion Mode Prime, and the people that are sitting there going, well, I might spend the $50 or $60 on the Takara one or this or that. Well, fuck, if you want to buy it because it's a G1 Prime, go ahead and spend the fucking $120 and get fucking MP10.
Right.
But whatever. Some people are, some people would rather. What did you say that one time? You'd rather spend that shitty $70 than the good $120.
Right.
You said that in a conversation with somebody about the Predacon. I remember.
Yeah. Yep. I do remember that. So yeah, Matthew, go ahead, buddy. You have your day.
No, I already said mine. I like
sure?
I like the Armada. I'm definitely gonna get the Armada. Like I said, the tank, is exactly looks like G2, so I know that they're gonna repaint that to green. It looks like it transforms the same way that the G2 one does. I don't know. I mean, I haven't really paid attention to the third party one. If I see it and it looks better than this one, then I'll probably pick up both because I'm rich like that. So, whatever. Anyway, but yeah, I'm definitely on aboard Armada. So, but
it's gonna be what in the future? It's gonna be Brawl. It's gonna be Warpath.
That's it's Billy. Yeah. I mean,
I can totally see this being Collectors Club.
Flame
Brawl. I didn't even think about that.
It could be from.
Nope, it's gonna be Collectors Club Overlord.
Oh,
you know what?
shit.
You're probably actually right.
Well, people who settle for repaints have been saying online, like, I hope they make an Overlord out of this. You could just give them an accessory to be a jet drone, like a shield. And it's probably going to happen. You're exactly right.
Well, that's going to be a cloud figure right there.
A cloud figure. First, I thought you said a clown figure. And then I realized it's a cloud figure. And then I realized you did say a clown figure.
Good on you, Matt. You invented a phrase without even trying.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. Hey, that's two for Matt.
So what's next?
Voyager Monkey Man.
Monkey Man? What'd you say?
Monkey Man. The quick side. That story comes from there was a strip club in West Virginia, right? And I'm talking about these poor girls. I mean, they were doing meth before anybody knew who meth was. You know what I mean? Like,
damn.
These girls were some rough units. But there was this one unit in particular, and she, like, there was a bar, like most of that, the pole or whatever. But this one had like a bar that went along the ceiling, like parallel to the ceiling. So she would hang off there with her hands, and then she would wrap her feet like around her head and swing. And she was terrifying looking. Like people were giving her money. Like people were giving her money and saying like here, if I give you this, will you go away? Will you go away? If I give you this, like this is how they were treating her. And like so buddies of mine and I were there, and like we were laughing. And like every time she came around, like and started doing that little thing, like I would just start singing. Like I was drunk, I was pissed drunk, and I was just every time she did it, I would just go Monkey Man. So that's what this Optimus made me think of. This looks like an ape to me.
Yeah. God damn it.
Why do his biceps look like folded up accordions?
And like,
yeah.
Also, like, his biceps aren't even fully extended. Like,
I mean, he just the way he's posed. I mean, just look at it. He's leaning to the left, and it's just like
his elbows are slightly bent. So it's going to be even more extreme, that arm length.
His knees and thighs are too, though.
That's true.
So,
good point.
But the one thing that I look at this, I'm like, why does every Optimus need to have the G1 front? Like, we're just afraid to make it take any risks on this. Like, I don't know. They should have just made this somebody else and not Optimus. Like, if this was Thunderclash or something like that, or, you know, G2 Optimus, and you did it way, I think it would be way more interesting, because it's like, hey, here's Optimus. He's not quite the truck you remember, and, you know, in robot mode, he looks a little different, too.
Yeah, I can see that Thunderclash, the bottom of the grill, or whatever, where the lights are and everything.
Yeah.
How it sticks out like that. That is exactly how his Thunderclash does.
So when this comes out as Ultra Magnus, I'll probably get it and call him Thunderclash. So.
Well, you know, I think I read somewhere where they were talking about Optimus Prime, and it was like one of the designers that worked on one of the shows, and you know, he was talking about all the freedom that Hasbro gave him and blah blah blah, and then he was like the only thing was, when it came to Prime, you had to have the windshields and you had to have the antenna.
Yeah.
So, like, I think that's just one thing that they're like, look, this is how people know this character, that is our cash cow. And
yeah, he's
I don't care. I don't care what you do, but it's gotta be in this ballpark.
Right, but in that same vein, it's like, and I said this earlier when I was talking about Classics Prime. Classics Prime is not G1 Optimus. Now, he takes cues from G1 Optimus, like with the chest windshield. So why don't you make this truck why don't you make Optimus take cues from the alt mode of this truck, where he's got, you know, the different looking grill and the different looking windows on his chest. Like, it's a totally different truck that makes up his chest in robot mode, you know? And that's what gets me. It's like,
I just want to know, why does it have to be another Optimus? Can we just not move on from him? I mean, we have Classics Optimus Prime. We have all these Optimus. I'm a big Optimus Prime fan, and don't get me wrong about that. I mean, why do we have to keep coming out with another Optimus Prime figure?
Because he makes money. The same reason why we always get a Wolverine figure.
Well, that's true, but god damn. I mean, why has he got two guns? I mean,
you know what? I have a theory that we're going to see this Optimus revealed in some sort of media coming up.
I would suspect you're probably right, Xavier.
He's probably not being put out just because they want to put out another Optimus. There's probably like some sort of game or show where he appears in, and they wanted to get it like going because the show or product wasn't ready to be revealed yet. I'm betting that's what this is. The design is like far too distinct to be anything we've seen in the Classics line.
This is going to be like pre-show Optimus Primal.
That chest does lend some credence to that.
Well, I understand why they're doing it. I mean, when I went off my little tangent, I understand, you know, because they're going to repaint as Ultra Magnus, you know, and that's their cash cow and everything. But I don't see there's any reason why to even put this out yet, you know, again. So
I mean, you know, like you always say, right? They're always trying to bring in new kids, fans, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
So you know, there's kids that were around, you know, that weren't into Transformers that are now, in theory, that don't have, that weren't around for the other Voyager Optimus,
the Classics,
right?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the other thing. If you're gonna do the G1 style chest, why not make an awesome, you know, G1 style Prime?
Now we're talking.
Yeah, I mean, like, you just did it for Evasion Mode Optimus. You know, clearly you know that there's that nostalgia there.
Right. And
the only reason he has this front chest is because it's nostalgic. So either make a nostalgic truck or make it different. So.
Are there trucks out there like that? I mean, do trucks out there?
Yeah, there's some other Japanese trucks kind of have that look to it.
Okay. That's just saying where they got this, you know, design from is, you know, there are actually stuff out there that look like this that kids can see and say, hey, that looks like Optimus Prime.
Oh, American kids can't see it. Japanese kids, yes, but.
I just, yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Mercy, did you chime in on this?
Yep.
All right. What is next?
Oh, this is a sexy bitch right here.
All right, Brainstorm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save my opinion on this for last. Mercy, you're the big IDW guy.
Yeah, I am.
Have your moment.
Why? I mean, I like it. It's a decent toy.
Well,
I've got the
that's
Fans
why.
Project. I mean, I've got the Fans Project. I mean, I like this too much for it to come out good. You know?
God dang, y'all are just so, you know.
Well, you only get two. You only get two per fucking like series, and the last one you got Springer and Sandstorm. So this one we got what, Chromia and fucking the Chromia repaint. So something's gonna be fucked up about this.
Well, what's worrying me is that it's not the fact that we're getting the Brainstorm with the accurate headmaster. It's the fact that I do believe they're trying to bring back something in the hope that maybe they can just rehash the old toy line again. Like, okay, so everyone's really nostalgic for the Brainmasters and so on, so now we can start going down that route. We don't have to be super creative with anything.
Well,
but what's going to worry me is that they're not going to even try after Brainstorm if he's successful. They're just going to repaint the fuck out of him, and it's going to be Brainstorm in a rainbow of colors. And we're going to be told, oh, this is Chrome Dome, this is Highbrow. You know, they're going to start doing that shit.
I can see that.
I don't see them do that.
You don't think they're going to repaint this?
No, they will. But I think they will put out another Chrome Dome that will be his own design.
I can see them.
And Hardhead. I think they're going to do that. I don't see them. I do see them recoloring this. I don't know what you would recolor it to, though.
I can see them
Megatron.
I can see them taking some heavy remold to this, like they did with Sandstorm, and making a Highbrow.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Yeah, easily. That would be the most obvious thing to do the retooling on.
But they're going to make a...
but
they're not.
Though.
It's going to be a Weird Wolf.
Right. Because that's my point. Is that like?
Well, see, y'all are looking to. I mean, I know y'all are looking to the future. I mean, I'm just talking about this figure itself. Just fucking love the figure itself and worry about that shit later.
All right, I see what they're gonna do. It's gonna become whatever his name was, Mind Wipe.
Oh, that'd
paint
be
it
cool.
purple. You know.
I mean, Hasbro fucking knocks one out of the fucking park, and y'all just got. Well, later on you're gonna be. Shut the fuck up and just enjoy this shit.
Matt.
No, I am enjoying it, but I want them to be diverse enough to put out different molds.
Right.
I just
I know.
I don't want them to put this out and go, hey, you know, he would look great in green. We'll call him Hydro Thunder or fucking like Inferno.
Right. No, I understand. I'm just fucking with y'all. I'm just saying, this is a good. It's a good. It looks like a good figure. I'm not knocking now the other, the FP ones, the Fans Project ones. I still love and going to keep, and I'm excited about Mind Wipe. But I mean, I'm glad they went down this route because I love the Headmasters, and I really do hope that they make different designs for the Chrome Dome or Hardhead or something like that.
I think if you were to get rid of your fucking Fans Project one, you'd lost your goddamn mind.
Oh, fuck yeah. No, I'll never get rid of those. Those are fucking awesome shit. I play with them all the time. I'm just saying, this is for a $20 toy, is going to be, I think it's going to be a great toy.
Hey, anyone heard anything about Jetfire? When's the fuck that's supposed to come out?
September, maybe? I think. October, September, around there. He was on at BOTCON.
What you call it? Yeah. No Oscars in for it. And Matt.
I'm fucking on it. That looks sweet. That backpack does not look that bad as y'all think it is. I don't care what y'all say.
I did want to give Hasbro, a shout out for the fact that they said they were never going to do Headmasters, and then all of a sudden, Headmasters again. So
yeah, right. They got that Michael Bay mentality. It's just like, what? People like my shit. All right,
we're making Dinobots.
Here's my thoughts on this Brainstorm. I do not hate this Brainstorm. I do not hate it at all. I think it is solid. I think that the head is, so to speak, is great. I think that right, which is why I hit the so to speak, whatever. and I think that the overall look of it is really good. Like I think it's a really good effort, but I do feel like it's a little top heavy. And I understand if somebody can say, "Oh, you're fucking nitpicking." I get you. I'm gonna buy it. What did you say, Matt?
Where is it top heavy?
You see how the calves are so small? Like he missed leg day?
Fucking legs again, I swear to God.
Like you missed leg day.
I don't see where he's going to be top heavy. Those wings are not really, they don't look really thick.
Are you looking at him?
I'm looking right at him.
Okay. You see how like the torso is like really big?
Yeah.
And then you see how like the calves are really small? No, that's how I say he's going to be top heavy. And I don't mean top heavy in the sense that like he'll fall over on a shelf. I mean top heavy like the proportions, like just aesthetically.
Okay. Well, you're wrong.
Well, the one thing you can take solace in knowing is that you can pop his thighs out to the side incorrectly. And,
and he'll hold just fine.
right. But, like I said, I think this will probably be the Springer of its year.
I really like it, but the one thing I've noticed that's kind of bothering me is that the guns are kind of plain. I get that they designed it so it could like fit streamlined, but I just don't like the way those missiles jut out like that. That doesn't work for me.
Are they going to be missiles, or are they in there?
No, they're gonna fire. I mean, they've gone back to launching gimmicks, but that's just like, the bit of bad attitude I've gotten from Skullface is that I nitpick shit now.
But yeah, like I don't get me wrong. I think this looks good. It's just like there's something off to me about like from the knee down. It's like the big clown feet, and then like it's just something feels wrong about the body. And like this is painted beautifully because it's been photoshopped to death. What you're gonna get is you're gonna get one solid piece of light blue plastic with the red and maybe the light gray paint app on the fucking chest.
A split bagel down the center with polka dots on one side, stripes on the other.
Right, but like, don't get me. I'm getting this. I'm in for it. Okay. I just, I don't know. It's just, it doesn't Springer me, if that makes any sense. It doesn't.
That's what she said?
Right. Has anybody else not chimed in on this that would like to?
I thought I heard Oscar. But
2000, yeah, Oscar actually might join us in a bit. He's going to let me know. 2015 new Legends. Now, this is where I think that they really fucking shine. This is where I think that Hasbro is making the best product in right now. I do hate that fucking Bombshell didn't have any hands. Greg was saying that he hoped that it was mistransformed, and I second that, but I don't know if it is or isn't. I think that the Power Glide is the most perfect toy that they showed. Like the most, to me, the one that looks the best in alt mode and looks the best in robot mode. It is the figure that I am most excited about from the reveals, I believe. Thundercracker, who needs it, and then Tailgate is a fucking waste. But or Wind Charger.
Wind Charger, yeah. No, they're good. I'll get them all.
Hopefully, we'll get a kickback.
I think they already said that was definitely coming. So
yeah, they have to.
It's all about Bombshell for me. I love the overkill with the guns. So cool.
Yeah, Bombshell's awesome.
Yeah.
I like him.
Oh god.
I think I like him better than Power Glide, but Power Glide is still really a well done toy. My nitpick on Power Glide would be a slightly thinner head, but maybe it's just the perspective that's throwing it off. So I don't know. I'll reserve judgment.
The only thing I would actually somewhat complain about Power Glide is that maybe he might have a lack with weapons, and it's weird, but coming from the Power Glide from Dark of the Moon, who actually had a few accessories, if they don't at least do that for this Power Glide, I'm going to be disappointed with the outcome then. Because they show they can do the effort to put it in to give him something to work with. At the very least, maybe a tiny, tiny panel where you can see a little heart on the inside.
Like if they did that, that'd be great.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
I will say, having messed with Tailgate, I just think you should stick with that Hunt for the Decepticons or whatever Wind Charger that has already come out. That's just pass this one up.
That's a good Wind Charger.
Yeah, this mold's really the most disappointing of all of them I've seen thus far. So
yeah, I haven't seen anybody say anything good about that Tailgate figure.
Yeah.
Well, his fucking arms, man. Shit. Anyways,
the head looks nice.
Yeah.
It does. It does. Actually, I think the head looks okay, albeit a little too small on Wind Charger.
I'm talking about the tailgate.
I know you are. I'm just saying that as a side.
Okay, I didn't look at this thing a second time. So.
Well, what are your thoughts on these legends? What are your thoughts on these legends?
I mean, I like the Insecticon.
No love for Power Glide.
No, I like the Power Glide. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize when you got to him yet. I'm sorry. Yeah, I like the. I just don't care about the Windbreaker or whatever the fuck he's called, and the Nemesis Prime. I just don't. I don't care. Whatever. But yeah, I mean, I definitely like the Power Glide. I'd say solid unit.
Yeah, I gotta say it's a
Not for
solid.
nothing.
Solid unit.
It looks like a solid unit.
You know what?
Not-
This release of Thundercracker makes me question why in the second wave we put Acid Storm and not Skywarp.
Yeah.
You could have been done with this already, but no, we chose Acid Storm.
No,
first.
draw it out. You know, preserve the flavor.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like, I would have thought that, you know, because I think that I don't know for sure, but if I was guessing, I would say that they had problems getting rid of that masterpiece Acid Storm, which I like, but you know, it sat on my shelves around here for a while. So I'm not sure why they would have gone with him, you know, to Giddy Up in the fucking, you know, Legends line.
Yeah. I don't really understand that one either.
Seems very bizarre to me.
Especially because this is now the official third release of the mold. Like, yeah,
Right.
There we go. You guarantee 3 sold with that at the very least, you know.
Right.
So.
And like, you know, I would like to say like, but I gotta be honest. At the same time, like now that I see we're getting a Thundercracker, I'm like, oh fuck, maybe I should go track down that fucking Acid Storm and get all these.
It begins.
You know.
I don't like this mold, so I don't really care. I think this is shitty. I think this is a shitty secret. This was like,
I do too.
I got rid of this and kept that fucking Megatron. If that tells you anything.
Right. Yeah. No.
I just don't care for it.
I think you're right.
I mean, I know it's a Legends class, but I mean, what do? You weigh it on its fucking belly? I mean, it's pretty much what you do.
Right. Right. And you know that Legends class excuse, like I'm not really trying to hear that shit because they definitely went above and beyond with that Cosmos.
Yeah, they did. Oh my god, beautiful.
So I'm not really interested in any like excuses that they would have for it being a small figure for anything else, you know?
Yeah. It's like washing dishes, man. You wash dishes good, and you're gonna have to do it every night.
You know what? I think there's some truth to what you're saying as far as what they.
If you drop all the plates your first night, they're never gonna make you do it again.
Yep. I think there's. I'm telling you, I think there's more truth than joke in that statement with how they do.
But look at that first wave, man. That Bumblebee's fucking pretty good. And the for what he is, the Bumblebee's not bad. I've fucked around with that thing for a while.
No, the Bumblebee's not bad, but definitely the winners are the, Starscream and Megatron, and that's it.
Wait, what?
The Autobots, you know, Bumblebee, Optimus, not bad, but it definitely showed that, like, Megatron as a tank, he had way more love put into him, and so did Starscream. They were, you know, clearly the better designed figures.
Yeah, I didn't care for the Starscream, but I mean, Megatron's not bad. He sits on my desk. He's one of those guys. He just sits there and I mess with him. He doesn't have a home, really. He just
right. No hanger to call his own.
The island. He's in your very own island.
Uh-huh.
I kind of yeah.
Nice. I'm a big fan of the island.
I like your island.
It's a good place. It's a good place.
It's a sad place.
It's a sad place, but it's a good place for those figures.
I don't have an island.
Your whole fucking collection's an island.
Fuck you.
Oh, shots fired again.
Wish you had my collection.
He doesn't have an island. He has a colony.
Right.
I love my Transformers.
I
Fuck
know
yeah.
you do.
What's on next?
You have a
What we got?
collection. All right,
You have
new
one,
Legend,
I don't have to worry about buying.
the Prime and the Cliff Jumper.
I'll get
What's
them, but yeah.
Lazy.
Yep.
Yeah, seriously. You just exchange their
Lazy.
mini cons and call it a day.
Lazy and predictable.
Exactly, yeah. So, I don't know.
I would have liked to have seen him do something out of left field and like do a bumper or something, like just to like, yeah, like, oh, you thought we were gonna go that way, didn't you? Nope.
Or Until Madness, maybe.
I am so entirely sick of Cliff Jumper just being a strict repaint. Like, come on, if anything could have used like a remolded head at the very least. At the very least.
Yeah.
Isn't this head different? Or no? I
Nope.
thought it was.
Nope.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit.
Even that pre-order.
The only difference is that they painted the horn silver.
He
So
said cancel that pre. Shit.
They can't. They. Oh, they.
Sorry.
That's right. That's right.
yeah, so it looks a tiny bit more Cliff Jumper because it's painted silver, but ridiculous. Do something
Yeah.
different for him. Like, stop disrespecting Cliff Jumper.
Yeah,
Assholes.
I mean, Bumblebee really
He
is.
just died.
a-
Fuck. What do you
Yeah, no, I was just
Yeah.
saying.
Good point.
That's
I've been
racist.
waiting for like a green and a blue repaint for fucking ever. Just like, why have they not come out yet? Or you know what? Even Justin, you would love it if they did the fucking like whatchamacallit, the GoBot one. What was that one?
Which one? Bug Bite?
The white. Yeah, Bug Bite. If they did a Bug Bite one, they could do it for like fucking the BOTCON box sets, but they can't do it. For,
the
like,
white.
Well, in fairness, the white Bug Bite is not. That's the Transformers Bug Bite. That's not GoBot's Bug Bite. I'm just saying.
no,
saying.
I understand that, but like they could easily do a white repaint and call it Bug Bite, and it'd have a bit more life and variety in it than it does with just a strict going straight from yellow to red repaint.
Honestly, you know what though? I'm surprised that Hasbro has not just re-released Bumblebee in yellow and slapped an orange face on him and said hubcap. You know?
Yeah.
I guess they do that. Yeah.
All right, moving right along.
Blackface.
Other BotCon figures, which I guess are the exclusives and so forth. The I don't know. Somebody who knows more about this, talk about it, because I don't even know. Fucking
I
Xavier,
say,
you just got them.
Oh, all the BotCon toys, yeah.
The exclusives, like the fucking Pounce and Wingspan, and is that an Alpha Trion, or I don't know.
Alpha, yeah, they're calling him Alpha Trizon, shit like that. He's Thundertron.
Alpha tries on some wolf clothes.
I do like a good play on words.
So, Xavier, how do you feel about Pounce and Wingspan being the Jet Viacon and the Car Viacon, as opposed to them being Fastlane and Cloudraker, which someone pointed out to me would have made way more sense than Pounce and Wingspan?
Well, I'm fine with it. Good job, Matt.
I can't remember, Matt. There's too much stuff that goes on in my life.
I don't get to take, claim for anything, good once in a while. I just want to take this one. I'm sorry.
Matt, Hail Hasbro is like one of the biggest catchphrases right now. So you get to take credit for that.
My bad.
Matt, when you talk to Hasbro in your letters, do you go, "Dear Herr Hasbro"?
Yes.
No, the clowns, the Pounce and Wingspan, I thought was pretty cute. I was like, oh, cool, the air vehicle, the land vehicle, that suits me just fine. I wasn't really thinking like Cloudraker or anything like that. I just saw the characters, and I thought those molds do them kind of a justice, so I'll take them. Flame War was an easy one to predict, because I know for sure that they were just going to repaint that shit as RC. Because really, you got nothing else to fucking work with besides like Black Arachnia. The box set really didn't interest me beyond Scorponok and Jinrai. I fucking love the chromed out red Jinrai from eHobby, so I thought, damn, I would love to get this guy just for that. So that was very cool. Cannonball, big deal. He was part of the set, so got him anyway. DevCon I thought was pretty cool, just because I like the mold, number one. Number two, having some representation of this character that only appeared one time on screen. I was like, he's not that popular, but hey, if you're going to give him one and only toy appearance, why not? And then, who was the fifth toy in that set? Oh, Ferrak. Ferrak I did not get at all, but I love the toy. Like, I love that Cyclonus mold, so any reason to get a new one of those, that's cool with me. So that worked really well for me. Alpha Trizon I mentioned already. There was that new Optimus Prime one, the Ape-Link one they did. That was cool.
To those listening, Xavier is a completionist.
For those of you that are not familiar with me in your Shattered Cast universe,
yeah,
I buy one of everything.
Now, I also want to point out, and I want to ask how you feel about, I'd like to take credit, not really take credit, but point out things other people said, and I believe it was Greg who said, how do you feel about the fact that for the 30th anniversary of G1, most of the stuff is Beasts?
Beasts?
Yeah.
They gotta surprise me. I mean, that's really where a lot of the playability is going to come into factor with these figures. It's like, are you just going to be something I collect just because, I like to collect these? Or is it going to be something I'm going to be holding on to for a very long time and playing with? Like, I fucking have the Fans Project Insecticon sitting on top of my PlayStation 3 at all time just because I fucking love to look at them. There is tons of shit I have just sitting around my computers that I just love to fiddle with because it's so much fun. A lot of it is like the Fans Project. some of it is the movie stuff because I'm enjoying the Evasion Optimus a whole lot. I'm actually recoloring them a bit, adding more silver to them where I find a place that could use it. And some of this shit, I'm looking at it going, I really need to ship this to Skullface. It's like, he will fucking not understand what the hell it is, but he'll go, well, Xavier gave this to me. I should have seen that fucking coming.
I do not know your ways. Okay, and then actually, which brings us to our next little bit of a topic, which is supposedly 2015 is going to be the year of the combiners.
Fucking right it is.
And oh god, so here's the theory, the working theory, and this was from Radio Free Cybertron, some interview they got with whatever.
TFU info.
There it is. Thank you,
Yeah.
Greg. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cite your
That-
source.
They had they got like 16 deluxes that they haven't shown and 4 Voyagers. So if you do the math, a whole bunch of ways it can come out this way, come out that way. But best case scenario, theoretically, is that it could come out to 4 combiners. And they shadowed they silhouetted the Superion, which to me looks like a fucking piece of dog shit.
You know what it looks like? It looks like they took Bruticus and just put wings on it. That's what I see.
Yeah,
I don't even see Bruticus. I see Abominus from Beast Hunters.
like the
Even
thighs. Now that's another motherfucker that should get in the gym with old Brainstorm and work out the old quads a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know. You know, I think that they're doing a Nostradamus thing, and I think we're going to see a lot of third-party combiners. So bring on the year of the combiners. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
Yeah.
Now, and I mentioned this in the chat earlier today. And speaking of the interview, or the guy they had on RFC, at some point, someone made the comment that maybe you'll have 5 deluxes and a Voyager in the Luperonicon, and everybody's like, "Oh, haha, like that's going to happen." But spoilers, I was reading More Than Meets the Eye. The new issue came out today, and they're showing like the conclusion of the Megatron trial, and someone tries to spring him, and it's Piranha. It's the Seacons, and that's kind of random, right? And they got some time, like they named them, and you know they all got fucked up, and it's
that
the
would be
combiners. I mean, it's
awesome.
done crazier shit. Yeah,
I'm calling it right now. It's going to be a bunch of Seacon colored Predacons.
Yeah, you're probably right about that too.
You know the Cerebus, that thing totally swims in the water.
The Predacons in
The
their
Beast
natural like legend size clear color coding.
but hold on.
Back out.
Speaking of the Predacons, or that was actually the Terracons is what I was thinking. Hunger is also part of that the jailbreak and More Than Meets the Eye. But in Windblade, the limbs of Abominus are factored in. I don't know if anyone's reading Windblade, but at the end of the cliffhanger when they get attacked in this new issue, it turns out to be like Blot and Cinder Twin and Air Razor and whatever the other one's called.
Right.
The fucking shark, the walking shark looking thing. Blot,
Ripper Snapper.
Ripper Snapper, yeah. So, I mean, why this love to Abominus and the Seacons all of a sudden? Because you know that IDW now is just fucking a Generations ad.
Yep.
So, well, I don't know. If we get some cool toys.
Hey, you know what? The
Not
commercials for IDW are a lot better, though. There's like stories, I can collect them. They tell it's succinct.
Yeah.
Look, I'll tell you, people can say what they want, and just this little side tangent I was thinking about today. Like, you can say the movie like got Transformers, people back into Transformers, and you can say like all the new toys got people back into collecting or whatever. But IDW is what made me fucking love Transformers again.
Oh, dude!
Like, I was reading More Than Meets the Eye, and like every time I read something, I wanted to fucking like post about it, or I wanted to fucking tell somebody about it. Like every fucking page.
Dude,
and,
fucking.
Like,
I
I don't feel that way.
Go ahead, Greg.
I was just saying, I don't feel that way when I pick up a fucking Hasbro toy. I mean, I might want to tell somebody how shitty it is, but I don't want to tell.
Or he'll post the Hasbro dance.
Yeah. I love the Hasbro dance.
But come on, how can no one be a fan of Whirl ending a 16 million year war with one shot and starting another?
Yeah.
That is the fucking greatest thing I've seen in the comics. That takes the cake over everything.
I've said this 1,000 times on the show, but like, I compare at least more than meets the eye to fucking Jeff Johns, where he will zero in on a character and make you give a fuck about a character that you've never given a fuck before and about before in your entire life. Like I read Justice. I'm a DC guy. I've read Justice League like my whole life. I never gave a fuck about Green Lantern until Jeff Johns got a hold of him.
Right.
And that's kind of how I feel about what they do with More Than Meets the Eye. Like, I never cared about Whirl. I never cared. Like, there's tons of them. Fucking Swerve. You know what I mean? And, like, now I'm like, don't you fucking kill off Swerve, motherfucker.
It's like Game of Thrones to you. It's like, who's going to die next and in what horrible way? Are they going to get stepped on?
Yeah.
I know. Imagine my grief on the side chat where I get people telling me they just don't understand why I like the Legend Swerve better than the Make Toys one. I mean, simply because I like the G1 alt mode. Captain, I can't have it because it wasn't like that in G1. And he's like, fuck yeah, make it a little shitty truck that doesn't look like a truck. I'm all in.
Yeah, I'm a captain. Did we lose Greg?
Yeah, you lost me right in the middle of my fucking rant.
So go back.
Like always.
Or is the moment gone?
I just don't think that Skype likes when Greg rants. That's just the truth behind the matter there.
Yeah.
Fucking Skype. I hate Skype.
Matt, what combiners would you be most excited about from the Hasbro family?
Hasbro. Sick of the Superions. I'm definitely sick of the Bruticus thing. They've played that out way too much. Predaking, I would love to see a Bottomus. Maybe a good Computron. Just, regular ones. Maybe bring in the Railbots or something, from... I don't know. I'm kind of excited, like I said, I'm not going to get my hopes up too high for these because, they've not been really well with the combiners yet. And I until I see, full color pictures and everything, I'm not going to be all in for these yet. But,
I mean, you're going to get them.
Yeah, because I'm just like that. But, I mean, there's a chance I may not. I mean, if they're just, that bad, yeah, I'll pass this.
Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself.
I can't be honest with myself. Y'all won't let me be myself. Y'all want me to be somebody else, and I'm not.
If you truly feel that way, maybe you should start your own Splinter podcast.
I've already tried it. I got it in the works, man. Hush.
Hasbro Cast Uncut.
Whatever. No. Dude, I was never... Dude, I think I was on GMC a couple times, and then, luckily I was in the right spot for this show, because nobody would have even known I was, even wanting to be on a podcast, but, I'm full, Shatter Class all the way, so... But, like I said, I will get these more likely, but there's a chance I may not. I mean, if they look like shit, I'm not going to waste my money on them. I like the third-party combiners, I'm all about Warbitron, and, right now I got my first one today, and he is fucking sweet, and I can't wait to get the rest of them.
Every time you say you like third-party combiners, it makes my dick itch.
I know. That's what I'm here to make a little tingle.
Third party.
Bell goes off.
What were you going to say, Greg?
Well, two things. I was going to say one thing, and then he said something about his Warbitron, and I got sad.
I'm sorry, Greg.
Watch the clear plastic.
For those of you who are listening that don't know, the nose cone snapped off my airburst right before I got my Brawl from UPS, and it made me has a sad. And now I've got Brawl, and he's a bendy, stress-marked mess. So I got to sit down and, huh?
Are you officially on the I don't like him?
No, I like him. I don't know. I'm hoping that I don't know. We'll talk later. We'll talk later. Well, I'm gonna need to have some one-on-one Bobby time after this.
I'm here for it too, man.
My favorite.
No, but seriously, as far as like combiners that I think Hasbro should do, like with these constrictions as far as figures that are coming out, they won't be able to do them all. But I mean, I'd like to see them do the Seacons because they haven't really touched on them since G1, other than them re-releasing the G1 set.
Right.
I think an instructor would be a no-brainer.
Yeah,
Because
thank you.
I didn't think about
in
that.
IDW.
Yeah.
And then I was talking. Well, I was talking in one of the groups on Facebook. If they did another Devastator, because I think our buddy John Long, who's another big fan of the show and really active on the page. He said that he saw an interview with a Hasbro guy, and in the background there were a bunch of toys, and there was a Devastator that wasn't a Hercules and it wasn't a Giant with no chest wing, and you couldn't really make it out, but it wasn't a G1 either. And he was thinking it could have been a prototype, and that would make sense. You got 6 deluxes, and you could make a Devastator. And if they did that, if they made an IDW Prowl and had some way to interface.
Yeah, I mean, that would be awesome.
Because if you don't know that story by now, I mean, you don't need to be listening to the show. But
that would be awesome. I would have a hard time seeing them do it, but
don't listen to what Greg said. You do need to be listening to the show, even if you don't know.
Well,
that.
yeah, I guess you do. But...
That's true. Anytime Greg tries to destroy us from the inside out, just bear no
Greg's opinions do not bear.
Also, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe to Shattercast on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram.
About to give a guy a job.
We're gonna need to hear that drop every time on GMC. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so let's keep this show. Oh, TFCC. Never mind, my favorite. I did a rant about TFCC's figures today on my channel, and
good Lord,
there is literally nothing I can say now that would be possibly better than what I said then. So I think it's shit. Would anybody else like to chime in?
I would like to have Serpentor, but that's going to be the most expensive one in the set, so everything else can burn. So.
I like Serpentor, and I like G2 Starscream. The rest,
Zap, because I love the Creon edition. That's cool. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with Tarantulas. That one just does not make any lick of sense to me.
Yeah. I'm probably not going to do this service. I'm probably just going to pre-order them too.
Oh my god!
I know. It
Guys,
hurts.
call the
it hurts for me to say that, but I may not do the service, and I may just pre-order on BBTS.
Bobby, you know my address. Call the ambulance. Seriously.
Is Lisa proud of you?
Oh, she's not here. She's working right now. So
no, I mean proud of you for not fucking buying into this.
Oh yeah. As long as I don't spend more money, she's always proud of that shit.
Does she have a southern accent too?
Yes.
So she's like,
nice.
why you keep buying these stupid toys? Like something like that.
I'll get her on one night and y'all can talk to her.
All right,
she's
cool.
Nice.
Cool. But I'll just
hey Matt, you can't let me talk to her for too long because I'm kind of nice with that type of stuff.
Okay. I'll get her off as soon as possible.
Okay.
Well, we know that never happens in my house.
Right.
That's so true.
I just got a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I want to throw this out before I lose it. What if we do an episode 1 week, and we all take the night off, and we have Mrs. Skullface, Mrs. Baldwin, Kit can get on, we can have fucking Justin, I'm sorry, I'm blanking on her name right now, we can get Oscar's wife on, and there could be like a flip side. Or like how we did that, how the show was born from
Shattered Cast?
I think
exactly.
that would be awesome. I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in too.
Shattered Miss Uncut.
There you go. Winner, chicken dinner.
And speaking of other great ideas, we have Oscar dropping in with 2 cents.
And now,
hopefully you wouldn't be foolish enough to think that we'd let this type of a week go by without bringing Oscar in. So without further ado, live from his motherfucking honeymoon, Oscar and J-Boy with his 2 cents.
Hey guys, Oscar here. Unfortunately, I can't join the guys on Shattercast Uncut. I'm on my honeymoon, as you all know. I got hitched, y'all. So let's take a quick look. I'll let you know what I love or hate about these upcoming reveals that were made at BOTCON. Let's start off with my favorite reveal of them all, Brainstorm. Big and beefy, you guys definitely got to be in my collection, and I'm not selling my fans Project Smart Robin. Everyone needs an evil twin. Up next, Leader Class Megatron. Tank, fuck yeah, looks sick, but no, I don't know. It's just bothering me, and I kind of don't want to buy him. Up next is Armada Megatron. That actually looks really, really sweet, and I may purchase this guy for the sake of the love I have for that Armada Megatron figure to begin with. Fuck yeah, great job. Voyager class Optimus Prime. No. Long-ass gorilla arms, unappealing. RC, huge backpack, unappealing. Don't want her. I'm buying the MMC version of her. Chromia, may buy her, although she looks a little back-heavy with the way the whole motorcycle chunk just hangs off back of there. Commander class figures that are coming up are, you have Power Glide. Looks great, may actually consider purchasing him. Bombshell, I need someone to hang out with my shrapnel. Thundercracker, you never have enough Thundercrackers. Windbreaker, right? No, Wind Charger, that's how much I care about this guy. No, hate it. Moving on. Movie figures. We actually got, before BOTCON, we were sent an image of the Lockdown figure, and no, hate it. The arms look retarded, and the whole gun over the head gimmick just is stupid. We have a 5 platinum pack of the Autobots. Absolutely not. You should not have to pay more than $100 for a 5 pack of what is essentially nothing more than a Takara release of these figures. Just saying. Until then, I'm Oscar Alonso. Have a nice day somewhere else, and wish me luck on my honeymoon. I miss you guys, and remember, be good to yourselves and each other. Anything you want to say, Grimlock?
Me, Grimlock, say you've been shattered.
All right. Okay, and we're back. That's Oscar's feelings on the reveals. And let's get into the third-party stuff. We're already pretty deep into the show at this point, so we probably should plug along pretty well. New Masterpiece third-party Sunstreaker. I'm in.
Yep, so far I'm in. I mean, there's no other Sunstreaker, and it's Masterpiece, so that's great.
That was out of nowhere, wasn't it? I mean, I just didn't see that coming. I was like, wow.
If you scroll down to about a quarter of the way down this link, and like the one picture that's got is like the cannon hand and the other hand straight out, and he's like looking down at an angle. I fucking love that face.
Yeah, me too. The one where he's got the cannon hand like over his shoulder, kind of like someone's holding a revolver or something like that. Let me just say, Omnigonics, however you say your name, thank you for just putting out 3D renders and not freaking silhouettes. Like, clearly this is in CAD and, you know, created in some way. So yeah, awesome. I have confidence here.
You think they'll be car size like the other ones?
It has to be. There's no way you couldn't do it and call it a masterpiece.
Yeah, I'm all in. $80. Yeah, I'm in.
Greg actually was not 100% sold on this unit.
I'm not. I always get scared when I see like these real quick out of nowhere masterpiece. Well, like
no, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
Disappointment. And I think this thing looks like just like cross your eyes and look at it. It looks like fucking. It looks like Generation Warpath.
I don't see it.
I don't see.
I kind of see it in the feet a little bit.
I know, but your hard-on's in the way. That's what I'm saying. Like, step back.
Well, that's true, but where do you see Warpath though? I mean, I don't see it at all.
I'll have to point it out. It's like some things about the forearms, and I'll have to show you. I'll show you at TFCon.
Okay.
I can kind of see what you're saying there, but on the other hand, I also can't not see Sunstreaker too. Like, I mean, a lot of the cues and the things I see are exactly how I remember Sunstreaker looking with his feet and stuff like that. So we'll see.
Is that how you remember Sunstreaker, or how they told you to remember him?
Nope, that's how I remember him.
I can see what you're talking about a little bit with the legs and the feet, like vaguely.
Yeah.
But I do think this thing. I mean, when I saw it, I didn't go Warpath. I went Sunstreaker.
Oh yeah, definitely. When you saw the ears, I mean, that was
You know, just so we can stir up the controversy in that Strika thread, I will say I saw Sunstreaker way before I saw Strika. So you know, if this is something like that, just that's where I stand.
I don't know. This is their first, right? This is a new company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Omnigonics.
Yeah, I'm probably all in, but hopefully they'll probably have more stuff. Hopefully at TFCon on this or something, or I don't know when it's going to come out, but
not for a while.
Yeah.
Xavier, thoughts?
Nah, not for me.
Not for you, huh?
Not for me.
What's the turnoff?
I just don't have any desire for a Sunstreaker right now. I mean,
really?
It's cool, yeah. But I'm focusing on the year of the combiner, as in every other combiner that third party's putting out at this moment.
Oh, gotcha.
Let me ask you a question. Would you buy the knockoff?
Wouldn't be hateful.
That was
I
a
like
solid unitive answer. That's all I'm saying.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
That was a little crossover.
So, Perfect Effect Leo Convoy. This is not my cup of tea. I don't know anything about it, so I could give a fuck less. So I will stay out of this conversation.
I like it. I like Leo. I got Leo Convoy, and if he's going to look like probably a Voyager size, I don't know. Perfect Effect's kind of small on their stuff, but if he's a Voyager size, I could see myself getting this. I like the character, and I like the toy also. So I like it. I like Perfect Effect. Everything they put out usually is pretty good. So.
Yeah, I think I would bite on it too if he's a good price. I mean, I said I would bite on Metroplex, and then he was like $500. So
Yeah.
But like in the event that he's a decent price, like looking at like whatever his name was, Fortress or less, then I could bite on him. I think he's got a cool design. I've always liked the Lio Convoy, but I know that he's a easily broken figure, so.
Yeah, that waist is yeah.
Can I get spinning main articulation?
Well, that's what I was saying too.
Nice.
I hope they do the spinning main weapons.
Yeah.
That would be
I don't
interesting. But yeah, I mean, I also applaud Perfect Effect for doing something that's not G1. Like it is a third party that is catering to other fans, which is nice to see.
Right.
Too.
Yeah.
I mean,
And what is
albeit it won't be as popular. I can guarantee you it won't be as popular. But
He'll be available.
Yeah.
He'll.
Well, I said it a couple months ago. Like, when are third parties going to start doing like other lines, like Beast Wars and whatnot? And I was ridiculed. Like, kids don't have money to spend on third party, but
Well, then, in Perfect Effects, I mean, they're not like originally. They don't do a lot of Do they do a lot of G1 stuff? I mean, or do they go off on a limb and do other?
Well, their big claim to fame was the Reflectors and the Target Master, Rumble Frenzy, and Eject Rewind. So, I mean, they really have been doing G1 characters just in different forms. So.
Well, they did IDW Fort Max, which granted interacts with G1 Fort Max.
Right.
But my thing with this is that for a company to be doing not G1, like I would expect the first company to do Beast Wars or Neo or anything Beast related to be like fucking Fred's backyard figure company, not like one of the big boys. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, you don't hear their name as much as you should, but I mean, Perfect Effect, one of the big boys, like Warden's probably the best third party figure that you can buy right now. I mean, just in terms of like a quality, articulation, balance, like all the
big points.
The bullshit.
Yeah. Well, they don't put out a lot of stuff though. I mean, that's the reason why I haven't. Other than Warren, when was the last time they put something out?
Warden wasn't that long ago, though.
Yeah, Warden was.
Yeah, but he's saying like aside from that, what else have they done?
I mean, yeah, you don't hear like Greg said. You don't hear much from Perfect Effect because they don't put out a lot of stuff.
They did RC. They did the Chromia. They did the Black Arachnia.
That's last year, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, but I mean,
yeah, they don't pump out stuff.
They're not prolific.
Right. Well, I mean, they don't have the combiners. They're not doing like a lot of the people are doing combiners, so they're trying to put out more stuff and everything. I like Perfect Effect. I don't.
In fairness, Perfect Effects got out probably almost as many figures as MMC did last year.
Well, I'm trying to get in there.
Good point.
Yeah, it's good. I'm in if it's good. But.
Right.
They may have actually beaten Fans Project too.
We have
I don't know
FOC
for sure.
Sludge on here.
Fuck yeah.
But let's save it for the third party figures at BOTCON because there's a better picture of them. So I'm just gonna delete that real quick. KFC's Heavy Metal Shockwave.
Jesus Christ! KFC needs to go away. Just fucking go away. Stop trying. You tried, and we give you effort. Great at you. Hey, thumbs up right here. I'm giving you thumbs up. But damn it, get the fuck out of here, really.
And if Matt thinks you suck, I mean, really.
Really?
Yeah, that's saying something. If I think you suck.
Well, I think Shockwave sucks. but I am messing around with that heavy metal Ultra Magnus, and I think he's looking pretty good so far. Mind you, I haven't tried transforming him because I don't want to do that while I'm podcasting, but so far, I think he's pretty good, aside from the fact that when you pick him up, the cab just tilts down and his head comes out, but, you know, that's a different issue, I guess. So.
Have you tried, like, slipping a miniature figure into the cab yet?
No, because I don't give a shit about that, so...
No, I don't give a fuck.
I will not be putting a little fake Minimus Ambus in there and then, you know, all that stuff. I don't care.
I think KFC is desperate to try to re-get the money from this fucking mold. And they are just...
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like they pulled somebody over that had a weapon in the car. And they're just throwing every charge that they possibly can at him. Carjacking. It's my car. Quiet. Like, just to hope that something will stick.
Yeah, no, I completely agree because I'm, you know, I've seen, I don't think I've actually paid much attention to the Perceptor reviews, but I think people were saying it's really not that bad of a toy and everything like that, but I just think that it just didn't sell at all, so, you know,
you didn't see Oscar's review of the Mugen scope, did you?
I think I probably did.
I did
That
too. Because he had the black one, right?
Yeah, he did not fucking care for that thing at all.
See, I like my Perceptor. I mean, it's pretty good for Perceptor. What I think happened was KFC heard all the publicity we got Mach 5.
Shit, that's what it was.
And they're like, fuck it, infamy's infamy. How many times can we make this motherfucker? What was that you showed me today, Justin? Is Impactor? Was that official? Or
no,
that
was a Digibash that someone did.
Oh.
Which I think would make more sense than Shockwave.
I agree.
So.
I know.
Whether it's not the best Impactor and stuff like that, I agree. But it makes more sense than Shockwave.
Sorry, by the way, I was calling my dog a little bitch.
I thought you were talking about the Impactor.
No. My dog was trying to get the hot dog package out of the trash can, and she's a little bitch.
Gotcha. So yeah, nobody's in for this Shockwave, right? Good.
No.
D9, Legends, Blur, and Ironhide, because that's what we need. Third-party Legends class figures. The only thing that Hasbro's actually doing right, and now you want to barge in on that too. Motherfuckers are greedy.
God dang, I want a good Blur too. I really like Blur. I want a decent. I mean, the classic was a good one, but I would like a decent, third-party Blur out there. I know there's one coming out, but it's not. No. And these Legends, no.
You say that. I want a good Blur. I want a good Blur too. I was reading, once again, I was reading Windblade today, and Blur's pretty heavy in that. And man, I don't like the Generations one; just doesn't cut it for me. Like,
no,
it
me
just
neither.
doesn't feel like Blur.
Really? I liked it, but whatever.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, I like Blur. I read his comic, the Spotlight and everything.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good character. I wish they would, do some more with him, but they just, And there's Legends now. Why are you fucking? Like I said, why are you fucking with Hasbro?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, in my opinion, it's just their Legends are pretty strong.
Yeah, these just don't.
And they're affordable. So there's plenty of shit that they don't do right. So why not just Yeah.
Well, how much are these going to be?
Right.
At least
that's $40 for the two of them.
Oh, is it 40? Oh,
yeah.
Hell.
I look at this and I really think Ironhide looks pretty bad. I'm sorry, like Blur looks better than Ironhide, but Ironhide just looks so
I agree
bad.
too. But
I agree.
Not $40 though.
All right, moving right along then. Warbitron Swindle, I am in love with.
That face.
I go back and forth on the face. There's times where I'm like, it's too much, and then there's other times where I'm like, no, it's perfect. It's just enough.
It is perfect. That face, man.
I'm with you. I like everything about Swindle. The face is the only thing that gets me, but it's not like it's gonna convince me to not buy the toy. It's just that the face is just a touch too animated, in my opinion.
It's a touch over the top.
Right.
It is. But at the same time, it's...
Well, this is Warbitron.
it's just a little. It's just enough over the top to get over the fence. You know,
Right.
it's not leaping over the fence.
Right, exactly. And like, I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna enjoy it. You know, I'm probably not gonna. I don't know. I'm probably gonna be like, oh yeah, same gripe when I see it that the face is a little too much. But on the other hand, it's not like atrocious by any means or anything like that. And I don't know. If someone makes the little credit cards, you know, like then this
That'd be
face will
awesome.
be perfect. You know, like I will not complain at all about its over the top nature if I can get some credit cards. That's
Well, I
all.
think
Yeah,
it's
that-
over the top because this is over the top. I mean, Wartron is huge, and it's over the fucking. When we first saw him, I remember when we first saw him on the show, everybody's like, "This is going to be a game changer," and I just think that face is it's perfect for him.
No, I
it's-
agree with you, Matt. I think you're
Right.
probably right there that it is over the top, and for that very reason, like, you know, he is what he is, and Swindle is not supposed to be, you know, the super serious character by any means. So, like,
Right,
yeah, I
yeah.
mean, I
The credit
understand
cards,
exactly. So,
I'd love to get the credit cards. I'm sure somebody third party will make that.
Dr. Wu,
I
do
would-
this
Dr.
and make
Wu.
me inevitably buy it. So,
I would take the credit cards, and I would take Brawl's personality, whatever that was. You know what I'm talking about from the bot episode?
Oh
The
yeah,
last episode of season 2?
where he fucked it up, and got jammed up.
Huh?
Where Swindle fucked up and got jammed up and had to.
Yeah, he took. He hawked off some of Brawl's parts, and they
Yeah.
put Brawl back together, and it was his personality component or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what else Dr. Wu can do? They could put in a slightly less over the top head to go for it. So if you
I
know,
like how we didn't mention Dr. Wu at all, but like it was just unspoken that like the credit cards. And
it's going to come
we were
from
talking
Dr. Wu.
about
Yeah.
Dr. Wu.
He's 3D printing that shit right now as we speak.
I hope so.
I like Dr. Wu.
I know you do. And
I'm a fan of,
you have given me a newfound respect for him. I've said
He fills
Cool,
a
I-
nice niche, you know.
Yeah, it's the stuff. If you don't want it, don't fucking buy it. There's
and
enough people that do that he keeps making it. So
the fact that his whole, like, from what you told me that day, like, that his whole, like, marketing scheme is, you're right, I shouldn't have to do this,
exactly.
it kind of gives me a whole new amount of respect and love for him.
Well, and let me tell you, the Masterpiece stuff is giving me a new respect and love for him, too, because, like, well, first off, his Spike and Sparkplug are way better than that Spike that came with MP10. Like, way better. Leagues
Yeah.
above that. But, you know, how much did it cost for me to get 2 freaking launchers for, you know, the Datsun mold so I could
Right.
put on, you know, Blue Streak there, and then, like, I should have waited. Should have just got the Dr. Wu one, which was cheaper and more easily available. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll just do that from now on. I'm expecting
Wu,
my Bumblebee Battle Mask. That's all I'm saying. So,
With Dr. Wu, you got options too. I mean, you got like what? How many different missiles to click on there?
yeah, exactly.
And you got it packaged like a true plastic crack dealer.
hmm
Everyone with one of those little tiny Ziploc bags, just like I saw people selling crack on TV. I mean, not that they know, but yeah,
He's all about that crack.
I love crack.
All right, this is the somebody invite Oscar. Oscar can make it just in time for the third party figures.
Yay.
Let me see if I can grab them here.
All right.
Oh, great. Oscar's coming on my Skype's where we're gonna die.
Yeah, no, we're gonna hear his wife in the background beating his ass. What he's gonna do?
Like, what the fuck are you doing? How long are you gonna be shitting?
I will cut you, motherfucker.
Third party figures, and
Go Bomber?
I
God
don't
Bomber?
think that we need to talk about all these because we've talked about most of them before. But we should definitely take a look at this sludge. I think.
Oh, that's so hot. I can't
I
wait.
think he looks. Yeah, I think he looks great. I mean, I'm not getting this set unless they come out with it as a set for like a.
I think you should.
But he looks great.
Yeah, I am totally excited about this.
Last time they did Sludge.
He looks super video game accurate. Now, my question is, I want to see him next to Grimlock.
Damn, Oscar, you in a hurricane, buddy?
No, I am.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can sit next to a Voyager.
Can you guys hear me fine now?
Yeah, buddy.
What's up, Oscar?
You hear us?
Oscar.
What's going on, Mr. X?
Not much.
Yeah, can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Wi-Fi
Right.
is very iffy here.
Gotcha.
Where you
right.
at the club now?
No, I'm actually poolside of the hotel.
Oh, cool.
The fucking castle I'm staying in for the rest of the week.
Nice.
Bitches in bikinis. Although you shan't be looking.
We had
I know, I don't.
We had a special message for you earlier in the show, so we look forward to you hearing it later. Probably Friday, while you're still away. So.
Hey, what do you think about this Fall of Cybertron sludge, or have you seen it, the prototype?
For Planet X?
Yeah.
Oh man, jizz fest.
He admitted by the pool.
I'm making sure there's no kids around me while I'm saying it. No, I saw it during the whole, BotCon reveals of like the Hasbro's next line of failures they had planned out. I saw that and I was just like, oh, dude, sweet. It is fucking big. He looks like a big boy.
Hey, Bobby, you said you wanted to see him next to Grimlock. That piece of paper there is showing a Fall of Cybertron Grimlock.
Oh, good eye.
Yeah, so he is taller than FOC Grimlock.
Oh,
That's
nice.
what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's sludge. Not some fucking shitty Voyager from the movie line, which I'll probably buy anyway.
Props to you, Planet X, for actually giving Sludge some respect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very
I mean,
nice.
it makes me want to get the Planet X Dinobots.
You should.
You should,
swoop
man.
is really.
You should, man, because
really
Swoop
good.
is great. If all else fails, you need to like cut some ham or something. You just use one of the Swoop's fins.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, cut through the toughest steak.
I've already killed 3 attackers in my house with
There
it.
you go.
Yeah, see?
Use it
Well,
as a doubling
to
star.
be fair, Justin, it was a slow day. No one was coming over, so he invited people over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I know.
Come on
nothing about
over,
how
we're
they
bros. It's cool. No, nothing's wrong's gonna happen.
And then
Just a
Justin
little
shows
Dinobot
up.
rape.
What
Then
do we
Justin
think
shows
about?
up in a dress,
Go
a
ahead,
powdered
go
wig. No, I'm just fucking around.
What do we think about the Fembots, the MMC Fembots?
Gotta say about RC, she looks like a practice girl. I look at MMCs and I look at Hasbro's and I'm just like, God, MMCs, that's the chick you date, you take out, you make sure your friends see you with her, you're like, oh, what up? And then, Hasbro's RC, you're all like, hey, just let me try this new thing that helps me get off. It's called a paper bag, but don't be offended. So just don't be offended, okay? Just wear this paper bag, and then you're on a pill, right? Okay, good. You ever been fisted? No? Oh, you're about to be. So that's what I see when I see Hasbro's. And the Chromia looks nice. It's just... God, that wheel on the back of her calf looks like a fucking tumor.
I go back and forth on these MMC ones. Like when I see it at first, I'm like, oh, it's okay. But then, I get to looking at it, I'm like, oh, this is a little bit more than okay. And then I see it again in passing, and I'm like, it's all right, maybe. And then I'll take a real strong look at it, and I'm like, it's more than, I just keep going back and forth.
Just think of the posability, right? You have doggy style, you have missionary. You could have them 69 each other while Springer watches, and he's all like, I got better things to do tonight than die. It's just the possibilities are endless. All things.
I will be in for at least one of the MMC ones. Like I said, I was going for the Feral Queen thing, but I guess I didn't realize that they were gonna make the Alita one and stuff like that. So that might be what sways me instead. But I will definitely be in on one of them. So.
Yeah, I mean, I can't decide how I feel about them. I can't decide if I want them all or I can't or just get one. You know what I mean? I don't know. And then I think the big, well, not big news per se, but the most exciting reveal, was to see the finished Mind Wipe.
Fuck yeah.
Yep, Mind Wipe's
That
looking
looks
pretty
fucking
awesome.
Yeah, that is that wingspan stuff. Yeah. Really liking it. I wish a lot of that much love was put into Weird Wolf. That's all I'm saying.
I wish they
the pre-order.
I wish they would have shown a picture with the bot with the wings, because he looks really intimidating when he's got the fucking set of wings on.
Well, why don't you say something about his skinny legs, fucktard? I don't hear nothing about that shit.
Let me take a closer look. Let me take a closer look, Matthew. And Matthew, what did I tell you about disagreeing with me in public?
You told me to get my corner. I'm going to my corner right now.
Look at his calves. He doesn't have the bat has skinny legs, but guess what? Bats have skinny fucking legs.
The one thing that worries me about this is they show the Fans Project Core thing, FP Core, and that cage, and this mind wipe is definitely taken behind that cage. So, guess what? It's probably going up on FP Core, and you're gonna have to find out. And by the time you find out, it's sold out, and then you won't get it for another like 8 months.
Oh no shit.
That's what I'm guessing.
Well, I mean, you didn't really lose much when the FP Core first released the redeco of Roadbuster, you know. So, don't worry about it. Hopefully, though, they won't take another 8 to 9 months to release them.
Yeah, I hope not.
Does anybody feel the need to talk about this Zogergen or whatever, the shit that adds on? It can add on to MP10. And...
I do.
Stupid.
Okay.
For just the briefest
cool.
of brief seconds. So,
Okay.
Huh?
Yay. That's what he says.
Sorry.
Gay?
So, I have had, the crossover gen product, the Grand Patriot. It kind of sucks, and I never went for the Power Master thing. I don't really care that this thing actually combines with MP10 because MP10's not Power Master Optimus, so, I guess it's cool if you're into it and you're going to buy it, cool. But the thing that this says to me is that Hasbro should have made Masterpiece Ultra Magnus a parts former. Because that Masterpiece Optimus with all the God Bomber pieces is not looking ridiculous. And
yeah.
I don't see a butt flap hanging off him. That's all I'm saying. So, you keep that head folded in, you change a couple things, I don't know. That's just my thought.
So I have to ask Justin, did you get your stacks since
I do.
you joined the club?
He's sitting right here on the table. I haven't transformed him yet. He came today, and I figured I had to podcast, but he's looking pretty good. Hey, when you pick yours up, does the cab of the truck just flop down though?
Yes.
Yeah, that's at this point I'm like, that's the only nitpick I have. Then that's okay. So.
Yeah, that's about it.
SXS Blur. This came out. This is old news now, but we haven't talked about it yet. They've shown a prototype, I guess, image, or is this CAD?
When I said earlier I wish I had a decent Blur, like, I'm tired of ones looking like shit, this was what I had in my mind.
Do you think this looks like shit?
No, but...
See, I don't either.
But, hold on. But you had that confusely variable.
Yeah,
so
now,
you know what it's going to look like.
I know it's gonna end up being shit. But I think it does look good.
Yeah, I don't think it looks terribly bad.
Yeah, well, at least, this version looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I just wish they continuously variable, which was a stupid name to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, they just set themselves up for failure when they thought of that. That was dumb.
Yeah.
But
I
think this Blur looks nice. I really hope it's not the same, above knockoff quality.
Yeah. Matt, one hand is holding a gun, and the other
is that the shield?
Shield.
Okay.
Up your butt. Don't worry about it.
You don't worry about it.
I think it looks good, but I think the quality is going to end up being terrible. If past experience, maybe they'll unique toys the game. Who knows?
Maybe. We can only hope.
Unique toys the game.
And then two last pieces of Hasbro news: Age of Extinction Deluxe Lockdown. Anybody have any thoughts, comments, courtesies, or concerns?
Fuck
Thank
yeah.
God he's got a gun for a head.
I think Oscar's having a breakdown.
I think whatever Oscar was saying is that it was not pleasant. Whatever it was not pleasant. It was not complimentary.
No, something about your mom. That I definitely heard that.
I like the Lamborghini.
Sidney Portier.
Oh, yeah.
Made into a toy. He looks like he'll transform the same as like that Universal Studio exclusive evac, which is horrible.
Yeah.
Shit don't stay in place. I think it's, I think the dumbest question I heard was when we released that photo and still going with the huge freaking. People were asking, so does it go over his head? I was like, well, I don't know, dude. You tell me. If you see something like that done, shouldn't it answer its own question, you dumb fuck? But clearly, Transformer fans don't like to think.
He's got a piece of his gun that's perfectly shaped for his head. Do you think that fits on his head? Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Pretty much. I mean, that and the second big fail on that figure is if you look at the hands, they're fucking molded into the body of the vehicle. that is basically the same aesthetics as fucking Tailgate from the Commander class. So that's just, it is.
I didn't notice that. That's pretty funny.
It's like there's no articulation. Like I could sit here and bitch about Strife. Like his hand's only going up and down, so it kind of looks like you can get him to make a joke about I'm jerking off. But this is just ridiculous, man. Like how can you make your big baddie of the movie so limited like that? You know,
because they're going to release
that headpiece that fits over the gun there. That's actually for a night scope.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's how he's going to see in the dark when he's shooting bitches.
Shooting bitches.
Hell Hasbro, I'm getting this.
Of course you are, man.
I have nothing nice to say.
Fucking pre-ordered.
What'd you say, Greg?
I have nothing nice to say or new to say about this, so I'm just going to repeat the joke I made before in case no one heard it. Every time you tell yourself this movie's going to be all right, Lockdown's gun face gets a little bit longer.
I'm gonna love this fucking movie. I can't.
I think if this toy was a pile of crap, that
you know what? Greg's got a really good point there. You know, Greg's a really good point with that gun.
I like
the
how
trailers where they show the gun coming out of his face.
Right.
I'm reminded of the scene from the first Batman film where the Joker whipped out that really long gun to shoot down the Batwing.
Right.
That's what it reminds me of, like Epic Fail. I was just like, God damn it. So.
SDCC Dinobots.
Stupid.
No, I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm down.
I actually like these. I would never get them because they're going to be way too much money for the quality of toy they are, and I already know what kind of quality toy they are. But I would definitely get these over the regular movie ones. If I was going to get it. And I can tell you that cardboard set is cool, and it's kind of a throwback to that old school G1 cardboard playset.
Wait a second. Bobby, who has all the Dinobots because he's reviewed them all so far, bullshit on you that you would get these before you got the other ones. And you're going to be like, oh, no, I got them for Jane, and I got them for Jane.
But I did, though.
I got them for my daughter, bro. Come on.
You know what? Sometimes you've got to advocate for your child because they can't advocate for themselves. And you just advocated some movie Dinobots here that you had said you were going to get the other ones first. So, boo on you.
Well, yeah. Well, let me tell you something. I'm not gonna get her 100. I'm still not gonna spend $160 on these things for her.
Oh, you just don't love your daughter. I see how it is.
right. Like when we go to Disney World, like you don't get the Super Princess package. You get the Pauper Princess.
Well, I've heard rumors of how she ended up getting a Masterpiece Grimlock. Someone implanted the idea, so you know. Just saying, you may not want to invite me over sometime.
But anyway, true story though. Side note: at Disney World, you will see the kids, like the young girls, and they go through this princess process, and you can tell whose family loves their kid more. Anyway, the cardboard set is cool. It's like a throwback to that old G1 cardboard set, if anybody remembers.
Yep.
But it will probably fall apart just as quickly as that old school G1 cardboard set, and you will have spent $200 on it.
I'll wait for
which
the knockoff.
means I will get just as much use out of that cardboard set as I would this set of Dinobots.
Right.
That's 150.
So, about a week's worth of enjoyment.
Yeah, for like $50 worth of toys, right? I mean, right? I mean, how much is it? How many is it? 3 deluxes and a Voyager.
Well, they're buy one get one free or get one half off at Toys R Us right now.
Okay, so 15 and 7, let's say, and 30.
30 and 14, and then the 25.
So we're talking about $50 worth of toys.
Yeah, but these are shiny.
Yeah, can't forget that. Can't put a price on shiny.
That's how easy. That's how easy it is.
Matt,
we just dazed at it.
Since Toys R Us is doing the buy one get one half off, I will sell them to you at 3 times the price, and I'll go to the store and just wrap them all in tinfoil, and then they'll be shiny.
Well, fuck him in for that shit.
All right,
and
cool.
Xavier can go in half with me because he'll want them too.
Cool. We'll talk about it after show.
Fuck off, I ain't sharing.
He's like, I want them all. Fuck that, I don't want half.
Reynolds Wrap Custom.
So, and then lastly, because I think we're around the 2-hour mark anyway, for just discussion of the week, there's an ethic issue that's being raised. Some fucking crybaby is crying about somebody that spoke the guy Brian Savage spoke a certain kind of way at fucking BOTCON, and this guy's just all bent out of shape, and he can go plant a tree some fucking where. Look, everybody's way too fucking sensitive about race and race relations and all this shit. Apparently, he made some the way he spoke and has some ethnic stereotypes to this, like. Just because you I don't know. There's no room for humor anymore. It's we were talking before the show. Like, you can't even say a color without being, assumed racist. Like, what color OtterBox would you like for your iPhone, sir? I don't know. I'm thinking about going with the black one. Racist.
Make sure that you color that tire African American.
Right, people are just way too sensitive. I don't think that the guy Brian Savage, and I'm not a fan of the guy Brian Savage. I'm not his advocate or anything.
I hate him and everything he stands for.
But I don't think that he hates Asian people. And
exactly.
So these fucking people just get a life.
I believe he hates Asian people as much as that, whatever it was, the Best Friends company or whatever it was, had the swastika going on. Yeah.
Right.
I agree, the same amount. So.
Do you mean like how someone was on TFW saying that we were racist because of a certain comment that was made?
I think that's exactly the similar kind of thing. I mean, the thing is like, if you don't know this guy Brian Savage, racism is a term that people just throw the fuck around. But if you don't know a guy, I think that we're kind of like an equal opportunity employer here. Like, we make fun of everybody pretty fair across the board. I mean, one of my favorite types of people in the world to joke about is white trash. I can't wait to call a bitch a Becca, but it doesn't mean that I hate white people. I'm quite fond of them. I'm quite fond of all people. I'm quite fond of good people. I like good people. I don't like bad people. I don't give a fuck what race you are. But it doesn't mean that I can't joke you. It doesn't mean I can't joke.
Just for the race, what color are you?
I'm white.
Okay.
I am a white Anglo-Saxon Catholic, a WASC. Almost like a wasp, but different.
It's like I said in the chat last night with the whole Washington Redskins thing. They're celebrating this huge.
Hail to the Redskins!
Fuck the Redskins.
Fuck you.
Okay. Look, I'm making a serious point. Just don't get all sportsy and fucking stupid just yet. This is an excuse to people celebrating the small victory. They're going after. If you want to go after fucking racism, go after something that matters. Don't go after some stupid shit. I never, up until the last year on Facebook, ever thought of the Washington Redskins as being racist.
Right.
I just didn't think that way because that's stupid. It's the same.
Right.
It's that same Michael Moore fucking walk around with a camera mentality. Like, if you want to fucking change something and you feel that strongly, actually fucking do something. Don't just fucking whine about it. Yeah. If you want to fucking stop racism, go fucking shut down the Westboro Baptist Church.
Well, the nice thing about Michael Moore is that
shut down the fucking Klan. Like, don't start some online fucking petition or some open letter to Hasbro about what some dude made in a fucking off comment that he probably didn't really mean anything by it.
The nice thing about Michael Moore is if the facts don't fit into your documentary, you can just go ahead and make some shit up. But the big discussion.
Yeah, there is one more nice thing about Michael Moore that I think you missed, Skullface. I'm going to go ahead. He is a 3-time pioneer champion in Wyoming. So.
And he had one of the best cameos on Team America.
He sure did. He was made of ham.
He said 3-time champion.
Well, guy, because Michael Moore Family Guy.
Oh yeah, and the shit wars, battle shits.
The discussion for the week, and we can just kind of touch on it briefly, is that Hasbro is talking about opening it up where you can order single figures, as opposed to cases. Stores can do this.
Yeah, your comic book stores and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think that this is as big as it seems like it's going to be, because you're going to get the comic book stores who are already charging way too much for the toys generally. Like, if you're going to a comic book store to buy your toy, you're kind of desperate,
Right.
Like, you're paying eBay or more generally at a comic book store. And so these are going to sit around in comic book stores maybe not quite the same as it used to, but it's still, going to sit around, and it's not going to be a benefit to your Targets and your Walmarts and stuff like that. And I just don't think, I don't know, I feel like it has a huge potential to just be like Hasbro going like, well, nope, that didn't work, scrap it, done.
That's a good point.
Yeah, pretty much what he said.
But in the meantime, I can get all the bubbles I want.
Right. What'd you say, Greg?
So, if you can get these 2 Diamond Select, pretty much anyone could do it. Like, if they bought a quantity.
Right.
So,
you're not stopping scalpers. Like, you're just helping them. Like, I just think all the fucking stupid Toys R Us eBay scalpers got together and like, all right, it's chasing the Hasbro time. And they're like, they can just order a whole case of figures and sort of turn around and sell them. It's just like you said with the comic book shops. Yeah, my rant. Yeah, that was it. I really have nowhere to go. I just wondered
where that's going.
I was ready for
Yeah, I was.
And it's done.
I just don't any merit to it at all whatsoever.
Real quick, we know that was a long show, and you know there's heavy news, and it's feast or famine in fucking Transformer news these days. So it is what the fuck it is. Next week, I promise you, I will have that Fans Toys interview up on YouTube. I figured out how I'm going to do it. It'll be a little dramatized, but it'll all be quoted. Everything that we got from the interview will be an exact quote. Shout outs real quick. We definitely want to give a shout out to Xavier. Thank you for joining us tonight, man. I miss you. It's been a long time since we've got to nerd it up a little bit.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, on a good podcast. Ooh.
Oh.
Damn, shots fired.
See, again. I didn't say that shit.
Thug life.
I didn't say that shit.
Dub K for all your official and third-party needs, and Iamratchet for all your G1 needs. And I think he dabbles in some other stuff too. Good dude, check him out. And of course, shout out to Antoine. And he was all over this news, even though he's on a hiatus and going through what he's going through. He was all over this BOTCON news. Like when I went to clean up the notes today, not only was everything in order, but like he had like the Legends news separated, the Deluxe news separated, the Voyager. I mean, he made it very easy for me. So definitely a big shout out to Antoine. And Oscar, I'm so pleased that you were able to get on with us, man. But I hope that you do not sacrifice any sort of you don't.
No, she's working on this puzzle of lemurs. I think they are. She got them at
so no annulments.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we don't want to hear the divorce proceedings on next week's show.
Hold on, Your Honor. My friends are on a podcast. I've got to be there. I'm dedicated.
So Oscar, take us out of here and pass it over to Xavier to shut us all the way out. He's going to take the reins.
Oh, is he? Yeah, let him do it all then.
No. Just the last bit.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah. So be sure to check us out.
I thought you wanted. Okay, never mind. All right, I'll do it right. I'll do it right this time. Sorry. Okay. As always, be sure to check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/ShatterCast Uncut. Also, be sure to email us if you have any questions at shattercastonline@gmail.com. I'm sure I got it wrong, but I'm on a honeymoon, so fuck you. Check us out on Twitter at ShatterCast Uncut, and also our Blogspot account, blogspot.shatteredcast.com, where our very own Greg from Mercy lures over that area whenever he feels like he needs to add his 2 cents about something he didn't get a chance to add on the actual podcast. So until then, I'm Oscar Alonso. For the other members of the Sinister Six, take care of yourselves and each other.
Xavier,
and you've been shattered.
Nice.